Good afternoon, thank you very much and welcome here to UPMC Nolan Park. It is Saturday the 3rd of May and a big double header in the underage camogie calendar, under 16A Shield and under 16A Finals, live here on the Camogie Association YouTube page, brought to you in association with Entry. I'm Darren Kelly and I hope you stick with us for the next few hours for two eagerly awaited contests. Coming up at 3 o'clock is the meeting of Galway and Cork in the under 16A Final, but getting things up and running is the under 16A Shield Final between Offaly and Waterford. We'll run through the two teams and you can see a Waterford on your screen, so we'll start with them. In goal number 1 is Lucy Beresford. The full back line 2, Kiva Barry. 3, Sophie Cara Lawler. And 4 is Cara Elliott. The half back line were number 5, Katie Desmond. Centre back number 6 is Maya Rossa. And 7 is Frances McCann. In midfield were number 8, the joint captain Niamh McGrath. Partner by number 9, Aoife Power. The half forward line 10, Elena Cody. 11, Laura Beresford. And 12 is Katie Milan. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Sophie White-Langford. Full forward, number 14, is Quiva Flynn. And top of the left were number 15, the other joint captain, Jodie Whelan. Their manager is Paul Barry. So Offaly also line out 1 to 15 as selected. Their teams as follows. In goal number 1 is Aoibhinn Slattery. Full back line of 2, Elodie Lunam. 3 is Tara Moran. And 4 is Moya Cummins. The half back line were number 5, Alva Martin. Centre back number 6 is Ruby Oakley. And 7, the joint captain, Rachel Cunningham. In midfield were number 8 is Siobhan Ryan. Partnered by number 9, the other joint captain, Ali Smith. The half forward line 10, Cara Brophy. 11 is Laura Foley. And 12 is Kiva Daly. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Holly Sexton. Full forward, number 14, Shiver Genty. And top of the left, where number 15 is Annie Mulhare. So as the two teams get themselves ready, the referee for this match in the middle of your screen there at the moment is Enda Lucknan from County Galway. He'll be joined by the standby referee Donnacha O'Callaghan from Limerick. And on the line today are Jenny Casserly of Dublin and Gavin Dunnigan from Dublin. So anyway, back to this opening final here in a bumper weekend. We've two double headers taking place. The B finals are taking place in Kennygad as well, if you want to catch those on the Camogie Association YouTube channel. But here in UPMC Nolan Park, as you can see, Waterford there just doing their pre-match huddle. They will come into the game as favourites, unbeaten in their 6 championship games so far. Indeed, in the opening round of this competition back on the 16th of February, Waterford were 117-1-4 winners over Offaly. But of course, Offaly, Camogie and hurling is on a bit of a rising at the moment, enjoying success in both male and female codes. They won the Division 2A title recently as well. They have bounced back despite suffering 2 defeats in the campaign. They beat Antrim by 3-6-1-10 in the semi-final. One of the teams that beat them along the way. Can they do the same again? There's barely a drop of breeze here in Nolan Park. It'll favour the team attacking to the right, which is Waterford. And we're getting ready for the game to start here. The Eir Under 16A Camogie Shield Final for 2025. Enda Lucknan checks the 2 watches. The ball is thrown in. The game is on. And will it be Waterford or Offaly picking up the first trophy of 2025 at under 16 level? The ball breaks out for Waterford. Niamh McGrath, the captain, gives the pass across to Laura Beresford. She finds Aoife Power. Aoife Power will go for a shot. This might drop in towards the post. Offaly need to be careful because Sophie White-Langford is there with the ball. She's the maroon helmet. Great save from the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, Aoibhinn Slattery from Waterford. It's going to go out for a 45. But what a dramatic start we've had here. So we're just seeing it here again. The ball dropping in there. Sophie White-Langford trying to get a bit of space. Great save from the goalkeeper, Aoibhinn Slattery. And we're going out for a 45 for Waterford. All that happened in the opening 25 seconds. That'll give Offaly a big boost. Their manager is Cormac Ginty. But it's Waterford to get the second scoring chance of the game. Will it be the first score? We haven't even hit a minute. Katie Milan scored 2-3 in the semi-final against Derry and she's off the mark today. 1 minute gone in the game. It's Waterford 1 point. Offaly no score. Now I mentioned that win there. It's not major but would be worth a couple of points. Aoibhinn Slattery restarts to play for Offaly. Waterford get a touch there as well. Well read by the Daisha. Have possession in the middle of the field in the direction of Niamh McGrath, the 65-metre line, but Offaly getting involved. Kiva Davy is wearing number 12 for Offaly. But there, the number 5 is Katie Desmond for Waterford, battling away for the ball as well. Offaly have gained a few yards, but they haven't gained the ball. Niamh McGrath sends it down towards the corner. Waterford looking to exploit space. Number 15 is the other joint captain, Jodie Whelan, but she loses out on this occasion. Good footwork by Offaly, but only as far as Niamh McGrath, who's been very busy in the early stages of this game. Laura Beresford, number 11, loses out. Offaly win the ball back to their centre-back, Ruby Oakley. Leaves it for Niamh McGrath again. Niamh McGrath gets inside a bit of space when she go for the shot herself. Niamh McGrath with the shot, puts the ball over the bar 2 minutes into the game. And the joint captain for Waterford is having a positive impact in the early stages of this game. It's Waterford 2 points, Offaly no score. Again, no wasting time by Offaly. They want to get on the scoreboard, but unfortunately for them on that occasion, Alva Martin sends the ball out the far side of the field. I was going to say Waterford started their campaign beating Offaly 117-1-4. Then they had a 5-7 3-2 victory over Clare. The only game they didn't win, a draw with Antrim on the 9th of March, 1-7 apiece. They beat Derry by 3-9-1-6, Wexford by 120-3 points. And then in the semi-final 2 weeks ago, 3-9-3-7, a victory for Waterford over Derry. Sophie White-Langford trying to get in the ball again. Offaly keeping it tight, but Waterford are finding space. Laura Beresford sends it across. This is good play by Waterford. A chance for another shot at the post. The ball goes over the bar and Waterford go 3-0 in front. Excellent play out in the right. Finished off by Aoife Power. She gets the point. And it's Waterford 3 points. Offaly no score. Aoife Power got 1 point in that semi-final win against Derry as well. Katie Milan on your screen with 2-3. Sophie White-Langford with a point. This is Aoife Power looking for a second score. And Aoife Power, like the buses, you get one, another comes quick enough. And Waterford off to the perfect start in this game. Waterford 4 points. Offaly no score. What a start for the Munster side. Offaly just want to get an open score in the game. Maybe they need to slow it down. This might break nicely for them now, and Offaly are on the move through Ali Smith. Ali Smith inside the 45-metre line, spots a player in front of her, gives the pass down. This is the opportunity they'll be looking for. There'll be a shot at the post. Inside there, and the forwards, Annie Mulhare, number 15, is there, but it's won by Maya Rossa, the centre-back for Waterford. Hasn't cleared it yet, but Maya didn't give up. Second time, gets hooked. Good play by Offaly there, applying the pressure. Annie Mulhare is there again, as is the number 13, Holly Sexton. Can she keep it in play? Maya Ross, the third time of asking, has the ball for Waterford, goes out over the line. So it's going to be an Offaly ball inside the 13-metre line. But Offaly will build up a bit of confidence with that. Of course, big weekend for Camogie, not just in under 16, there's under 15 and under 17. Knockout games taking place this weekend as well, all part of developing the game across all the counties. The under 16 and the minor, they stand out for tradition. Of course, minor used to be under 16. This is Shiva Genty. She's a dangerous player, Shiva Genty, trying to work her way inside, just runs out of space. Waterford do their job. It goes out wide, first wide of the game for Offaly. Nearly 5 minutes gone in this Eir under 16 A Shield Camogie final. Offaly yet to get off the mark. As mentioned, they started off the championship with that defeat to Waterford, but then a victory against Wexford, 114-19, and a big result against Derry, 5-12-3-4, got their championship back on track. They went down 111-9 points to Antrim in round 4, 6-8-1-5, they beat Clare in round 5. Shiva Ginty scoring 4 goals in that occasion, and then they beat Antrim by 3-6-110 in the semi-final. Waterford on the attack again. Quiva Flynn, the number 14, with the ball out the far side. The pass came in from Elena Cody. She's won the free as the Waterford full forward. The arms are around. And it'll be an opportunity for Katie Milan to try and stretch this lead. And this will be an early blow for Offaly, who will feel it's a 2-point swing. Of course, some of these Offaly players involved in score figure dancing, they won the All-Ireland Championship in Burr recently, but it's Waterford. There's a big event coming up for their under-23s. We'll tell you about that in a moment. But let's watch the free here first by Katie Milan. Goes to the post, puts the ball over the bar. And 6 minutes gone in the game. And Waterford are 5-0 in front. And Katie Milan in the white helmet, playing in the right wing. Puts 5 between them. Niamh McGrath gets a touch there. Again, a battle for possession. Niamh McGrath in the mix there as well. Offaly trying to bring it out. Maya Rossa, the centre-back for Waterford, out there again. It's won by Katie Milan, and Katie Milan will move down the right here for Waterford, and the space open up again. This is good by the Waterford number 12. Can she finish it off with the yellow boots? Turns in the left hand side, goes for a shot at the post. Another score for Waterford, and it's Katie Milan that puts the ball over the bar, and it's exactly the start that Paul Barry and his management team wanted from their under 16 players. 6 scores out of 7 scoring chances. Waterford to the good, and Offaly need a score even this early in the game. Of course, only 7 minutes are gone, plenty of time, but Aoife Power has the ball, gives it to Laura Beresford, and Laura Beresford is moving in within range. She'll go for the point here, didn't get the contact that she wanted. Might work out, chance for a shot. Another save from the goalkeeper. Jodie Whelan, the player that took the shot, takes the second one, and it goes out to the right and wide. And 2 saves by the Offaly goalkeeper in the early stages of this match. If they work their way back in contention, she'd certainly be in the conversation for player of the match, doing everything she can in the early stages as Offaly look for this first score. Kiva Davey, she has possession of the ball on her own 65-metre line. Sends it down in towards the attack. They're trying to create a 3-on-3. But the Waterford defence getting back, working very, very hard. Maya Rossa with the ball outside the 45-metre line. Send it down the field. Good touch there by Offaly. Rachel Cunningham, the number 7 there in the green helmet, coming in to help out, but it's Laura Beresford. She likes blue and yellow. She's on the move again. Laura Beresford moving within range. The advantage wasn't given, so we're going back for the free. So Waterford will get another go. Of course, when a contact does come in, it normally puts it into the advantage. Referee in to look down on top of the rules there. And Katie Milan, a chance here now to put her team 7 in front. So Katie Milan out on the right. Again, Nolan Park goes silent in respect for the free taker. Katie Milan with the free, just got too much in it on the occasion. Second wide of the game for Waterford, but they remain 6 points in front. I was just going to tell you that, of course, this year is the introduction of the new All-Ireland Under-23 Camogie Championship. And we're looking forward to the start of the action in that competition on May 24th, the same day that the Glendemblex All-Ireland Senior Championship gets underway. Waterford asked me to just give a reminder that their Under-23s are hosting a karaoke disco next Saturday, the 10th of May. Check out their social media for more details as Aoife Power sends the ball in the direction of Caoimhe Flynn. Offaly's fullbacks again working hard to keep the ball out, but Waterford just weeding the breaks very well. Sophie White-Langford involved in the action there, and she's done well to get in through it, and she might get a bit further, sends the ball across looking for Niamh McGrath. Important interception there. It looked like Ali Smith was the player that came back for Offaly, and she's just trying to get the ball out as the joint captain for the faithful county. Hasn't managed to clear it. Needs a bit of support from her teammates, it has to be said. There's a lot of them in the vicinity. Ali has another go. Gets it out to the 20-metre line. Aoife Power along the ground. Kiva Davies there to help out as well. Offaly have actually pulled all bar 2 or 3 players back in the defence to help out to weather the storm until they settle down as Laura Beresford wins the ball back. Niamh McGrath read that very, very well. She has the ball, does Niamh McGrath. Going to have a shot at the post. Just lost the contact. Might work out. A chance for a shot. A goal! A goal for Waterford. And it's Jodie Whelan that puts the ball into the back of the net. And Waterford lead by 1-6 to no score. Here it is again. It was Niamh McGrath, a miss-hit shot, but it fell nicely for the second time for the corner forward, Jodie Whelan. She puts the ball into the back of the net, and it's Waterford 1-6. Offaly no score. 10.5 minutes gone in this Eir Under-16 A Shield Camogie Final, and Offaly, this early now, need to get a score, need to get settled down. There's plenty of time to go, but they need to find a way to get on the scoreboard. Niamh McGrath sends the ball down the field, trying to find Elena Cody. Ball goes out over the line, the far side of the field, and it's going to be an Offaly sideline ball, and a chance for the Leinster side to take a breath, take a moment, and see what they can do. Frances McCann is the number 7 for Waterford, needed a second go there. Wins the ball and goes in the move again. And Waterford playing with so much confidence. Hand pass gone inside. Offaly's defence under pressure. Rachel Cunningham is there trying to break down the Waterford attack. Laura Beresford fighting for the ball, but it's won by the centre-back Ruby Oakley. Out the field, just missed by Aoife Power on that occasion. Siobhan Ryan was trying to get it for Offaly, but Aoife Power wins it again, sends it inside. Danger here again, the keeper got a touch. Jodie Whelan there again, chance a second goal. Into the back of the net. And Jodie Whelan again profits from a ball dropping short. And it's 2-6 to Waterford. No score to Offaly. There it is again. The keeper, Avian Slattery, got a touch, but just didn't get the clearance. And Jodie Whelan profits for her second goal. Wonderful score by Waterford. But now Offaly under serious pressure. Their management will be reminding them there's only 12 minutes gone. Plenty of time to sort this out. But they need to sort out the problem that is Moya Rossa in defence, because she's not letting anything go through. Sophie Carroll Lawler wins the ball, sends it out towards Aoife Power. Aoife Power gets a touch. Offaly get a touch as well. Good play on the occasion by Alva Martin, the number 5. Gives the pass. The pass down towards Ali Smith. Ali Smith wins the free. Offaly just overhit the pass. We're going to go back for the free inside the 65-metre line. I don't know if you can see on screen at the moment, but the flags are picking up a little bit. We're not feeling it in the commentary box, but it is definitely much stronger wind going to the right than we anticipated. So there's plenty of time in this game for Offaly to get back into it. Kiva Davey is going to take this free. Got 1 point in the semi-final win against Antrim. She takes the long-range freeze. That's going to travel. But the Waterford defence dealing with it well on that occasion. Offaly have an opportunity to make something from this. Number 11 is Laura Foley. Laura Foley with the shot. The ball, has it gone over the bar? I think it has. And Offaly are off the mark, and that'll be a relief for all the Offaly supporters there. You would have heard them in the background. Annie Mulhare with the assist, and Laura Foley floats that over the bar. Lovely score. 1 point for Offaly, 2-6 for Waterford. So Lucy Beresford, the goalkeeper for Waterford, to restart the action. Now what can Offaly do? Can they add another point? Get themselves back in contention? Not if Waterford have anything to say about it. There's Lucy and Laura Beresford on this Waterford team. One's from St Anne's, the other's from Abbeyside. Ball goes out over the line. So it'll be an Offaly restart on the 45-metre line. Offaly didn't make a count on that occasion. Waterford gain control now. Katie Milan plays it down. Well cut out. This is Tara Moran. Leads it for Ali Smith. And Ali Smith sends it up the field, but it's won back by Waterford. Maya Rossa again. Got a hook, but still sends the ball down the field. Rachel Cunningham. Back up the field a bit. That's a great catch. That's a wonderful catch there by Offaly. What can they do with it? Siobhan Ryan with the touch, sends it down in the direction of Shifa Genty. She's the main markswoman for Offaly. She got 2-4 in the semi-final win against Antrim. Wearing number 14. But just can't find a way inside this Waterford defence. Aoife Power back there, wins the ball again, wins the advantage, and brings it out to the 65-metre line, sends the ball in down towards the attack. Rachel Cunningham. Across the field. Trying to find a way to work out this Waterford puzzle. Breaks nicely for Ali Smith. She plays for St Killian's. Gets blocked down the first time by Niamh McGrath. Decides to go a different direction. Alva Martin with the ball. Wins the free. Ball of the jersey. Offaly just grown into the game as we pass the quarter hour mark. Waterford 2-6. Offaly a point. And the number 5 for Offaly takes the free. Down towards the attack. Hoping that Annie Mulhare from St. Rynas will get in this. But it's Niamh McGrath back to take the ball. Goes out over the line. Offaly will get another go. Many of these Offaly players were part of the Banagher College team that won the Leinster Junior B Championship this year. Reached the All-Ireland semi-final. Losing out to St Mary's Charleville. But it shows the strength of Offaly Schools Camogie as that ball goes out to the right and wide. St Brendan's Burr in the Leinster final with them. They'll be hoping that translates to the adult teams going forward as we get ready to restart the game through Lucy Beresford. Just getting a bit more game time now. She wasn't the opening 10 minutes of the game when Waterford raced into a lead. That's compliment to our defenders in this midfielder, Niamh McGrath. Indeed, both midfielders, Aoife Power as well, have been superb in the early stages. Ball goes out over the line, off the Offaly stick. Going to be a Waterford ball. Waterford haven't scored in 5 minutes. Down towards the attack, Caoimhe Flynn, the full forward, tried to get a touch, but Offaly just starting to work it out now. It's getting it down the other end to make it a count is what the problem is. But they bring it outside the 45-metre line. Great play here by Ali Smith. Ali Smith, what a run this is. Can she find a teammate? The teammate's Cara Brophy. Cara Brophy in the white helmet wearing number 10. But surrounded by two of Waterford players. Aoife Power, the one that got the hook in there. Frances McCann batting for the ball as well. Played along the ground. Maya Rossa will come to meet this. It's like a scrum by Offaly. But they've managed to get it down to the forwards. Now what can Annie Mulhare do? She has the ball, finds support. They'll go for the shot here. Chance for the second score of the game for Offaly, not to be. Drops into the hands of the goalkeeper, Lucy Beresford. With Siobhan Ryan who took the first shot. She might have another go. No, she won't. I thought she was playing it forward, but Katie Milan was there. Siobhan Ginty comes out to take possession, hasn't scored yet. This is going to be close. Might drop in front of the goalkeeper. And Offaly pressing in there. Annie Mulhare's there. There's another player getting a touch. And that was Holly Sexton. But she didn't get the power, the connection and the shot that she wanted. And Waterford's defence are back there led by Sophie Carroll Lawler. Good defending there. Kiva Barry finds Niamh McGrath. And Niamh McGrath will launch it down the other end of the field here in Kilkenny. Jodie Whelan, she's on a hat-trick. Will that come? Good touch there by Ruby Oakley. Jodie has another go. She's turning provider this time, and Waterford, the first time they haven't left someone inside. Avian Slattery happy enough to let that ball go to the left and wide. 3 wides for Waterford, 2 for Offaly. The Under-16A Shield, a new enough competition. Both these two teams lost in the semi-finals last year. Derry beat Waterford 5-22 to 3-9. Offaly fell to Wexford 4-16 to 1-8. They both improved on 2024. But who's going to be the champions? Kiva Davey sends the ball inside again. The fullback Sophie Carroll Lawler winning that battle. Sends it out the field, but only as far as Siobhan Ryan. The Offaly midfield getting more involved now. But the defence again. You have to marvel at some of the first touches from these Waterford players. Kiva Barry winning the ball, finds Aoife Power. Aoife Power from the famed Galtier club. Sends it in the direction of her clubmate Elena Cody. Elena Cody, good defending there by Alva Martin. The referee happy enough to let them off. Eventually decides he got a bit too messy and blows the whistle. And you can hear the encouragement there in the background from the Waterford management in particular. And the supporters, the far side of the field, in the main stand here in Nolan Park. As we mentioned, this is the first of a double header here from Nolan Park. We've Galway against Cork coming up in the Under-16 A Final at 3 o'clock. Our commentary in the Camogie Association YouTube page, brought to you in association with Entray. If you want to watch the B Final or Shield Final, they're also available on the Camogie Association YouTube page. That's over in Kinnegad. You can get that now. We're back watching the action here as Waterford lead this game by 11 points, but haven't scored in 8 minutes. Can Caoimhe Flynn change that? Not to be, says Ruby Oakley for Offaly. And it's the number 4, Moya Cummins, that sends the ball out the field. Scramble in the middle of the field. You can see that the Waterford half-backs have pushed up to midfield, because it's Maya Rossa again that won that ball. Send it down towards Elena Cody, but loses out on that occasion. And Alva Martin will try and get it away. Out for touch the far side of the field. Waterford have been 4 times All-Ireland Under-16B champions. They won it in 2003, 2014, 2015 and 2019. They won the Munster B Championship this year as well, beating Tipperary 2-13 to 1-9. And of course in Aoife Power, their midfielder, there was actually a ladies football final that won Munster in. She was the captain of that team. And here now looking for an All-Ireland in Camogie. Offaly the far side of the field through Ali Smith. Tries to send it inside for Siofra Genty. This is the opportunity she's been looking for, and she's managed to turn the marker here now, moving inside. Can Siofra get her first? Not to be, says Maya Rossa. She gets the interception. Sophie Cara Lawler sends it out the field, but only as far as Offaly's Cara Brophy, who tried to give it to Siofra again. And Waterford again getting on the ball. This is a shot from number 11, Laura Foley. The only score so far. Great save by the Waterford goalkeeper, Lucy Beresford. And Offaly there, huffing and puffing, but they haven't blown down the Waterford house just yet. They won't give up though. Foul committed. So it's going to be a free in. The foul was on Kiva Davey just as she was releasing the ball. So Offaly now, you would feel this would be their second score of the game. The breeze has died down again, but will favour Offaly mainly in the second half. Siofra Genty. All great attackers. Just want to get a score, get themselves into the game. Takes the free. Looks good. The umpires like it. The ball goes over the bar. 23 minutes gone in the game. Offaly get their second point. It's Offaly 2 points. Waterford 2-6. 2 in a row for Offaly. Gradually, can they get themselves back in the game? They're certainly starting to win the battle now with the half back line. Ali Smith gets to the 65-metre line. Forward to Siobhan Ryan, who's playing the attack now. Waterford again getting the touch. Looks like Sophie White-Langford is back there, number 13 in the defence. But it's won by Ali Smith again. She is driving on her team as best she can. Waterford turn it over. Down the field, Katie Milan has a great take of the bounce. Wins the ball. Turns to the left. Look at the speed here. She's got a player in front if she wants. But Katie might back herself. And then Katie's backing herself. Another player in front. She turns inside there. She'll go for the score. It'll be a wonderful score if she gets it. It'll be, Aimee Slattery wasn't taking any chances with that. Referee says the Waterford attacker fouled the Offaly goalkeeper. But you might see it there in a moment. Look at this. It was a great run by Katie Milan. But she was going for the point, no doubt about that. But Aimee Slattery had to be very, very alert. She has played her part for Offaly in this game. So the goalkeeper didn't get the touch in that she wanted. Could be punished here. Katie Milan wins the race for Waterford. Tight defending there by Lodi Lunam. And again a scramble inside the 20-metre line. One Offaly will need to win, you would feel. And they have won it. Ruby Oakley gets it out the field. Katie Desmond there for Waterford wearing number 5. Niamh McGrath as well. Sophie White-Langford, the number 13. The ball is gradually moving to the left. No more, says Maya Rossa. Offaly desperately fighting for the ball. Ali Smith with possession, but she's isolated. Pressure applied by Frances McCann. She finally gets the clearance away. But she's only going to find the white jersey of Katie Desmond. Though Annie Mulhare didn't stand in ceremony, she did well, wins the ball for Cara Brophy, and Cara Brophy's on the move for Offaly, gives it back to Annie. Annie drops the ball, and it's won by Cara Elliott for Waterford, and she'll get the ball away, and the Waterford supporters, their voices get louder. Elena Cody didn't win the ball for them. Offaly win it back, and it's down in the direction of Laura Foley. Laura Foley will turn inside, she's well able to hit them from distance. She's going to drop one in looking for Siofra. Annie Mulhare gets a touchdown there, but it didn't work its way to Siofra Genty. It's Sophie Cara Lawler, the full back for Waterford, trying to get possession, but the Offaly full forward hasn't given up, and Siofra Genty has the ball on the far side of the field, being pushed out towards the corner. Can she find a way inside? Indeed she does. She's 2 options in, gives it to Annie Mulhare. Annie Mulhare, can she get the space? There's another player inside, tried to give the pass across. The goalkeeper Lucy Beresford came out to get the touch, and Waterford have dealt with another. Well, they haven't dealt with it yet because Offaly are not giving up, and again it's Sophie Cara Lawler with possession and gets it out the field. It's going to go out for a line ball for Offaly. We look at the clock. 26 minutes nearly gone in the first half. Waterford 2-6. Offaly 2 points. Waterford have not scored since the 12th minute of the game. Offaly very much back in the contest, but they're not getting the scores to match, and that line ball didn't go according to plan. Third wide of the game for them. 3 also for Waterford. And we're going to hold up and play because Offaly are making a change.
Number 17, Kate Cannon. This is number 13, Holly Sexton.
So it's Caitlin Canham coming on the field. She replaces Holly Sexton. Offaly not waiting until half time. It's much a compliment there to the defending of Kiva Barry for Waterford. Lucy Beresford restarts the action. Niamh McGrath on the move again as a bird flies low here in Nolan Park in Kilkenny. Sends it up the field. It might break for Katie Milan. Katie Milan gets inside the defender and looking for the Offaly defender. What can Katie do to finish this off? Katie Milan continues to go, goes for the shot, puts the ball over the bar. Hard to believe it's the first score for Waterford in 15 minutes, but it strengthens their advantage again, and it's Katie Milan that makes it Waterford 2-7, Offaly 2 points. Aoibhinn Slattery restarts the action, but she's only going to find Sophie White-Langford, and has that score woken up Waterford. Rachel Cunningham there for Offaly, the number 7, battling for the ball. Jodie Whelan trying to help out, but it's back with the Waterford number 13, sends it across for Caoimhe Flynn. Caoimhe Flynn just trying to get control of it. There's 4 Waterford players there very close. Takes the shoulder. Caoimhe Flynn goes inside. She's managed to create the opportunity. A well-worked score by Caoimhe Flynn. Puts the ball over the bar, and 2 in a row for Waterford. And all of a sudden, there is 12 between them again. It's Waterford 2-8, Offaly 2 points. And there's a Waterford player on the ground, so we're going to have a hold up in play. Looks like the fullback, Sophie Carroll Lawler, from Abbeyside, will be receiving some attention. So just if you're only joining us late here in the Camogie Association YouTube page, Waterford getting off to a cracking start, scoring 2-6 without reply in the opening 12 minutes. Jodie Whelan with 2 goals there. Offaly's goalkeeper Aoibhinn Slattery also producing 2 big saves. Offaly finally started getting themselves into the game, even though the scores are slow coming. Laura Foley and Siobhan Vergenti with a free. But just 2 points there for Waterford from Katie Milan and Caoimhe Flynn, as we restored a 12-point cushion. The Waterford fullback, Sophie Carroll Lawler, is okay. Play will restart. Just about 90 seconds of normal time remaining. There hasn't been many stops in the game. Indeed, that's the first major one that I can recall. So I'd imagine 1-2 minutes of injury time we'll have, but the stadium announcer will confirm that. Can Offaly get a score or 2 before the break? Offaly well prepared for this game. They've Gerard Oakley, Aidan Foley, Seamus Spain, Helen Coyne, Niamh Slattery and Rachel Guinan, along with manager Cormac Ginty and the backroom team. And one very special guest came in to have a chat with them leading up to the match, the man known as Mickey Hart, 3-time All-Ireland winning football manager with Tyrone, has managed Derry and Louth as well, and of course joint manager with the Offaly senior footballers at the moment. Alva Martin sent it down the field, but there's no prizes for gaining yards in Camogie unless you put it over the bar. We're inside the final 20 seconds of normal time, just waiting for official confirmation how much added time we'll have. The 4th official is Gavin Dunnigan, right in front of us there. We'll get that confirmation in a second. Waterford on the attack through Niamh McGrath, send it in the direction of Caoimhe Flynn. Important touch there by the Offaly defender. Get it out the field towards the 65-metre line. 2 minutes, we guessed that well. And the 30 minutes have just been played, so 2 more minutes at half-time here in this Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Shield Camogie final. Waterford in control. Offaly needing a few scores before the break just to maintain the belief that they can get themselves back in this contest. Sophie White-Langford trying to launch an attack, but you can see the substitute for Offaly, Caitlin Canham. He's for Rachel Cunningham. Hasn't got it away as Niamh McGrath puts in the work. Kiva Davey. Ruby Oakley sends it out, but goes out over the line. So Waterford will get another go. Indeed, that Munster B ladies football final I was telling you about, 7 dual players on this Waterford squad were involved in that game. Of course, Waterford have been making great strides in added level camogie in recent years since they won the All-Ireland Intermediate Championship in 2015. They were All-Ireland senior finalists in 2023. Kiva Davey down the field, down towards Siobhan Vergenti. Genty on the move. Genty continues. This has worked out well. She might go herself. She's Animal Hair in front of her. They needed to work that better together, though they still have an opportunity. Genty again looking for the space. Gives it to the teammate, Siobhan Ryan. Siobhan Ryan with a shot. The goalkeeper, Lucy Barrister, pulls off the save. That was going for the top corner. Excellent save there. Both goalkeepers have impressed in this game, but Offaly don't get the score. What can Waterford do in response to the other end as Caoimhe Flynn comes out to meet this ball? Lena Cody was hoping to bring it inside, but it's won by Alva Martin. The 2 minutes have been played. Alva Martin gets to the 65-metre line. Sends it across the referee, and the Lucknan from Galway blows the half-time whistle. And it's Waterford who lead by 12 points at the break, 2-8 to 2 points. It was a blistering start from the Dacia in the opening 12 minutes, running up 6 scores very, very quickly before adding 2 goals from Jodie Whelan, and that has given them the lead to protect. It's been a much more even contest since then, 2 scores each, Offaly getting points from Laura Foley and Siobhan Genty. Waterford's response from Katie Milan and from Caoimhe Flynn. But Offaly will have the breeze in the second half, blowing towards the right here in UPMC Nolan Park in Kilkenny. Can they make it count? They need scores, they need them quick. We'll have highlights coming up. We'll be back shortly with live coverage of the second half here, the half-time score in UPMC Nolan Park in Kilkenny in the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Shield Camogie Final. It's Waterford in front by 12 points. It's Waterford 2-8, Offaly 2 points. Good afternoon, thank you very much and welcome back here to UPMC Nolan Park as we get ready for the start of the second half of the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Shield Final between Waterford and Offaly. Waterford back in the field of play, you can see them on the left of your screen. They lead Offaly by 2 points. No sign of Offaly just yet, but the referee Enda Lucknan is blowing the whistle to call them out, and while we wait for Offaly to come back out, we just quickly run through the scores. In the opening half of the game, Waterford doing the damage in the opening 12 minutes, building up the lead that they hold at the moment. They've had 2 goals from Jodie Whelan, 4 points from Katie Milan, 2 points from Aoife Power, and a point apiece from Niamh McGrath and Caoimhe Flynn. The 2 Offaly scores have come from Laura Foley from play and Siofra Ginty from a free. Some exceptional performances from both teams. Myself and David O'Shea here in the commentary box were discussing it at half time as well, who has impressed us so far in this game, but many young players standing up for their counties. Both goalkeepers we mentioned as well working hard. Ali Smith, the Offaly midfielder, another that has impressed. Maya Rossa, the centre back for Waterford. Indeed, you can name 3 or 4 Waterford defenders, the way that they have jumped in there battling for the ball, and Offaly with an awful lot to think about. Just to let you know as well, of course, if you're from Armagh, Meath, Kildare or Laois, we are broadcasting live the double header from Coralstown, Kenny Gad, the Under-16 B Shield Final currently taking place between Armagh and Meath, followed by the Under-16 B Camogie Final proper between Kildare and Laois. So 4 live Under-16 Camogie games here on the Camogie Association YouTube page, brought to you in association with Entray. The second game of our double header here, of course, is Galway against Cork in the Under-16 A Final coming up at 3 o'clock. The Galway team were out in the field at half time getting a feel for the ground. This was the same venue that they lost last year's final to Limerick. They only had 2 players from the current squad involved in that game, Sinead Feeney and Amy Kenny. Both of them joined captains this year as well, but Cork, of course, always very, very strong in their respective competition. Still no sign of Offaly coming back out for the second half. Indeed, after the first 12 minutes, they really got themselves back in the game, held power with their opponents, but just lacking that goal. They did force a couple of important saves from the Waterford goalkeeper, Lucy Beresford. Now, we haven't seen any sign of any changes from Waterford at the moment. We're not too sure what to expect from Offaly either. Waterford just in for a huddle. They were breaking away from the huddle, but have decided to go back in as well. So we'll just hold on for the next couple of moments. Conditions absolutely superb here in UPMC Nolan Park. You can see the supporters in the far side of the fields enjoying the fair here as Offaly do come back out now for the second half. They'll have the wind. It's picked back up again. It mightn't look good on camera, but it has picked back up again. They need to use it. We'll keep a close eye to see if there are any changes on either team. I don't know if any from Waterford first look. Offaly did make a change before the break. They'll be attacking the goal to the right for the second half. And I'm not seeing any standout changes at the moment. I haven't seen any slips of paper being given. So we're getting ready for the second half of the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Shield Camogie Final. We'll keep an eye on any potential changes as we go on, but everybody looks like they're there from the first half. So what can Offaly do? Or can Waterford put the boot down and get this victory? The ball is thrown in. The second half is underway. It's Waterford 2-8. It's Offaly 2 points. And it's Ali Smith, the Offaly midfielder, trying to take control of the ball but loses out to Sophie White-Langford. Waterford no doubt will have been told, get a good start to the second half, wrap this game up. But Offaly are on the run there and the advantage not accruing. So it's going to be a free for Offaly and Caoimhe Davies going to take it. Rachel Cunningham, the player that won the free. I don't know if Caoimhe will fancy having a go at this. She might drop this into the house, in towards the square. They could do a get an early score here, but she certainly got some distance on it. Will it be good enough? Will it be good enough? It is good enough. And Caoimhe Davy puts the ball over the bar. The opening score of the second half. It goes to Offaly. 3 points to 2-8. Is that the start of an Offaly revival? We will see. An excellent free there, has to be said, by the Offaly number 12 as play restarts. Great take there by Aoife Power. She got 2 excellent points in the first half, and the referee gave too many steps against her. The Offaly supporters or the Waterford supporters not happy about that, but Offaly won't mind. They have another chance to go for a free. And Caoimhe Davy, can she do it again? Remember, Waterford got off to a great start, getting 2 scores in a minute. Might be a bit more than a minute, but if Kiva Davy can launch this over again, Offaly will start to believe it's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's gone wide. The umpires had a good look at each other. I thought for a moment they were going to give it. Not to be. It's Offaly 3 points. Waterford 2-8. Lucy Beresford goes for the short puck out. Taken there by Maya Rossa. Goes to ground, wins the free. So she'll take it herself. So Maya Rossa with the free, sending it down towards the attack, looking for Quiva Flynn in the white helmet. Quiva has the ball. Quiva with the shot. And Quiva Flynn puts the ball over the bar. 3 minutes into the second half. Waterford get their first score. The free won by Maya Rossa, taken by Maya Rossa. And Quiva Flynn did the rest, her second point of the game. And it's Waterford 2-9, Offaly 3 points. The 12-point gap remains. Ball goes out over the line here. Waterford will restart. Francis McCann, the number 7, has the ball. Didn't get the contact that she wanted, but number 4 is there. Cara Elliott to help out. Good work by Offaly. Annie Mulhare nearly winning the ball. Right here in front of us in the commentary box, you can see Cara Elliott, the Waterford number 4 with the white helmet, gives it off to Niamh McGrath. Niamh McGrath with the pass forward to Aoife Power. Aoife Power now will get a bit of space to go in the move. Aoife Power is on their bike again. Aoife Power is on the move, gets inside the 45-metre line, was well marshalled by Ruby Oakley, the centre back for Offaly. She got a slight little touch there, but it's won back again by Katie Milan. Katie's on the move. Katie Milan, what she think about the shot? It's a goal! A goal for Waterford! And it's Katie Milan puts the ball into the back of the net. Is that the goal that's going to win this under-16 A Shield final for Waterford? You could see her there. She was thinking about it. She got the space and then decided to drive low. No point here. She went for goal, and it's 3-9 to Waterford. It is 3 points to Offaly, and Offaly need to respond, and they need to respond straight away if they're going to save this game. And here is she for Genty. She's a player that can inspire the comeback, but has not going to be getting much change out of the Waterford defence. It's in the Gary Owen style ball with a drop in. It drops over the bar. It is a point. It was an important point as Offaly are making a change. 3-9 to 4 points, and coming on for Offaly.
Substitution for the Offaly team. Great team, Russian Phelan. For number 9, Iceland.
I have to say it's a surprising change myself, but either way, that's the decision of the Offaly management. Roisin Phelan on for Ali Smith. 3-9 to Waterford, 4 points to Offaly. I think there was a mix-up, Not that we were trying to question the Offaly management, but we would have been surprised with her performance. It's actually meant to be Siobhan Ryan who's coming off, so a correction there. Siobhan Ryan from Shinrone has worked hard. She was the player of the match in last year's county under-16C winning side at club level. She came close to a goal in this game. So Ali Smith, she wants to make sure now that that mistake is punished by Offaly. So 14 points between the teams, but still 25 minutes of camogie to be played. Ball goes out over the line, the far side of the field. Offaly will restart. If you just join us for the start of the second half. 3-9 Waterford. 4 points Offaly. Katie Milan with the goal. But again, Katie Desmond pulls it out, gives it to Maya Rossa, and Maya Rossa will send it down the field. And on the move here now is Katie Milan. Katie Milan has a player inside. She's going to offload the ball to Jodie Whelan. Jodie wants her hat-trick. Might give it back to Katie, not to be just overhit, and it's Alpha Martin that takes possession. One back by Laura Beresford. Laura Beresford sends it inside there. Quiva Flynn a chance, and a good hook there by the Offaly number 2. That was Quiva Barry. Oh, sorry, it wasn't. It was Elodie Lunam. And the hook there just when Quiva Flynn was about to pull the trigger. And it's going to be a free out for Offaly. A reprieve there from them. So no sign of any more changes at the moment. Offaly to restart the action. They certainly didn't want to concede a fourth goal. It's going to be tough to come back from this situation, but at least they have a chance. The Waterford are just picking up again. Niamh McGrath on the move. Gives the pass out to the left. Great interception there. But the referee says it was illegally so, or was concerned. I don't know if he indicated the free. But contact was made with the Waterford attacker. So we're going to have a hold up and play here for a couple of moments. I think it was Elena Cody that's gone down. The number 10 from Galtier. Former student of St Mary's National School in Ballygunner. She came second in the under 10 short race at the Waterford Athletics Championships many years ago. Talented athlete who's worked hard for her team. There's another player receiving attention as well. So we're just trying to see the other Waterford player that's on the ground at the moment. I actually needed an Offaly player, my apologies. Alva Martin felt the brunt of that too. She captained Offaly in their first game this season. Member of that Leinster winning Banagher College side. Plays her club camogie with St. Rynas in Banagher. She's sitting up and so is Elena Cody. So the first big long hold up we've had in the game. Waterford in control of the scoreboard. And of course Katie Milan with that third goal. Putting distance between the teams. 8.5 minutes gone in the second half. Of course, big games coming up for the senior sides from both these counties. Indeed, tomorrow in the Leinster semi-final Offaly against Wexford takes place. Next week, the Munster Senior Camogie final between Waterford and Cork. Offaly and Waterford both hoping to have a good summer when our coverage of the Inter-County Senior Championship gets underway on May 24th in 3 weeks' time. A featured match every week on the Camogie Association YouTube page, brought to you in association with Entry. Thankfully, both players are up in the field. Make sure you check out all Camogie Association social media and their website for details of our match coverage every week. So a change there for Offaly, as you just heard from the stadium announcer. Shauna Mannion, where number 20 comes on for Cara Brophy. Offaly making the changes. They're doing what they can. You just feel they need that goal. And of course that hold up now 2-3 minutes means we're going to have a few extra minutes at the end of the game. We won't mind if Offaly can get a few scores. We don't mind if Waterford win either. We just want to see a tighter match. Shauna Mannion getting in the game, but Waterford battling hard. Annie Mulhare out in the right, being well marshalled by Frances McCann. Frances McCann has worked well for her team as well. Part of a great defensive sextet. Waterford indeed are going to make their first change very, very shortly. Laura Beresford back in defence, sends it across. And Waterford finding the space. Aoife Power. Aoife Power in the 65-metre line. Goes a bit further. Waterford get within range, and Elena Cody with the shot. And Elena Cody puts the ball over the bar. Waterford with another point. And it's 3-10 to Waterford, 4 points to Offaly. Casey Kenny is the Waterford player that will enter the field of play shortly. Waterford know if they can just keep the scoreboard ticking, they are going to be crowned All-Ireland Under 16A Shield Camogie champions. There's still 20 minutes to go. But Offaly need to get the ball off Waterford. That's proving more difficult as Aoife Power, is having a real... She's had a great game in general, but she's really standing up in the second half. Katie Milan sends it inside in the direction of Caoimhe Flynn. Caoimhe Flynn with possession. Tries to gain a couple more yards. Was well marshalled. But Offaly haven't dealt with this yet. Amy Slattery's had to come out to meet it. Aoibhinn Slattery sends the ball out towards the 45-metre line. Won by Katie Desmond. Katie Desmond towards Laura Beresford. Offaly win the ball back inside their own 45-metre line. What can they do with it? Down the field. And this is an opportunity now for Laura Foley. She got their first score of the game. Sends it inside for Annie Mulhare. Can Annie get a touch in this? Cara Elliott is there protecting the defence for Waterford. And it's won back by Waterford. I think it was Katie Desmond that got it halfway out, but it only finds an Offaly player. A shot at the post. And Offaly do get a score out of it. 5th point of the game for Offaly. It's 3-10 to Waterford, 5 points to Offaly. Waterford restart the action. So you see there Frances McCann in front of us. Sends the ball across. Niamh McGrath to Aoife Power. Aoife Power slightly mishit the hand pass, but it'll work out okay. It'll work out okay for Sophie White-Langford. Sophie White-Langford with the shot. It's gone wide. So play restarts there inside the 65-metre line. Just for those keeping notes at home, I think it was Roisin Phelan that got that point for Offaly a couple of moments ago. The sun starting to come out here in UPMC Nolan Park for Frances McCann as she goes for a shot at the post. It's going to drop short. Aoibhinn Slattery takes no chances. Great first hands there by Elodie Lunham. Sends it out the field, but only as far as Laura Beresford. Laura Beresford is going to send it back towards the goal. Dropping short, but it might work out here for Jodie Whelan looking for a hat-trick. Referee says there was a chug in there, so it's going to be a free out for Offaly. So an opportunity here now for Alva Martin to restart the play. Ball breaks. And this is Laura Beresford. Down the left-hand side of the field, we approach the three-quarter mark in this game. Waterford 3-10, Offaly 5 points. Back to Laura Beresford. And it's won there by Ruby Oakley, the centre-back. But Offaly just can't get it out because Katie Milan's on the move again. And the referee says too many steps. So Offaly get a reprieve. So play restarts. Down the field. Waterford take the ball back. The referee jumps out of the way. Lena Cody will come out to meet this. Kiva Davey did well to free the ball up there for Laura Foley for the shot. And it's gone over the bar for Laura Foley. She puts it over the bar as we enter the final quarter of this game. 6 points to Offaly. 3-10 for Waterford. And you heard there Katie Kenny coming on for Lena Cody. So the first change from Waterford here. 46 minutes gone in the game. Yes, it was Roisin Phelan that got that previous Offaly score, and of course Laura Foley getting the point on that occasion. So back with the action of the field of play. It's really going to come down to now, can Offaly get a goal? And even still, there mightn't be enough time because Francis McCann has the ball for Waterford. Sends it across the field, just got overhit it just a little bit. It should be dealt with by Moya Cummins. She has been isolated. 3 Waterford players around her, but the Offaly number 4 does well. Sends it out the field. Sends it out. Well taken in the middle of the park there by Kiva Davey. Kiva Davey sends it down towards the attack. You couldn't ask for a better ball than that, but nobody was in there. However, Lucy Beresford has managed to get it cleared away, and Offaly are creating an opportunity here. Ali Smith is up at the attack. The referee has blown the whistle for a penalty. It's a penalty for Offaly, and this will be the opportunity they've been waiting for a goal-scoring chance. Kiva Davey is coming up. We're just seeing it here again. There was 2 attackers inside. Ali Smith, the player with the ball, a foul judged and committed by the Waterford defence. And now, will it be Kiva Davey or Shiva Genti that's going to take this? The only person with the ball is the referee. Looks like Kiva Davey, who sent the ball in, is going to take this penalty. If Offaly have any chance of winning this All-Ireland Under-16 A Shield Camogie final, this must go into the net. Kiva Davey versus Lucy Beresford. Can Offaly get their goal? The shot, it's gone wide. It's gone wide. She tried to place it, just not on target. The goalkeeper was never going to reach it. I'm not too sure if she was letting it off, if she knew it was going wide. But Offaly don't get their goal. And you just get the feeling now that that's going to be enough for Waterford to win this match. We'll see what happens over the next 12 minutes plus injury time. Lucy Beresford sends the ball out the field. Sophie White-Langford there getting a touch for Waterford. Comes back in the direction of Ruby Oakley for Offaly. Up the field, but Waterford using their strength to push down. Sophie White-Langford doing the dirty work for them. But it's won back by the faithful county. They won't give up. Kiva Davey moves it up the field. Who's going to take advantage of this? Referee spots the foul. Free for Offaly. Outside the 45-metre line. The far side of the field. Offaly making another change. So you heard it there, Dara Delaney, number 19 for Animal Hair. So the free taken by Offaly, but it's going to go out to the left and wide. There's great work being put in by both counties. Developing Camogie. But on this day, it's going to belong to the Dacia. Lucy Beresford sends the ball out the field, the far side. Aoife Power loses out on that occasion. Sends it inside there, now in danger here. Cara Elliott has to be careful, she's been put under pressure. Shauna Mannion, the number 20, they're batting for Offaly. They want to give their supporters something as the 2 number 7s go to battle. Maya Ross is there as well. It goes out for a 45. Waterford's defender still acting like there's only 3 points in the game instead of 13. Well, Offaly just pop this over the bar or drop it in. Shiva Genti is coming out to take it. So the 45 by Shiva Genti goes over the bar. Offaly get their 3 in a row. There's 7 points in the game. It's Offaly 7 points, Waterford 3-10. Offaly will keep this game honest until the final whistle. But it'll really just come down to not being able to get the green flags that they need. Ruby Oakley. Down the left. Towards Ali Smith. Playing the attack now, as we mentioned. Ball goes out over the line, the far side of the field. And it's been well disputed, but the decision goes Waterford's way. The Offaly supporters have different thoughts. Same with Waterford, one way or the other anyway. Niamh McGrath's on the move. Offaly working hard as well. They were caught for 2 dropping balls and a great goal. The difference between them was Waterford go for another shot. Katie Milan puts the ball over the bar. And it's Waterford 3-11. Offaly 7 points. 1-3 from play. Katie Milan's had 1-5 in total. Waterford are not finished yet. Sophie White-Langford sending the ball inside. Annie Mulhare. So there's actually Jodie Whelan there mixing up my teams. Waterford will have a free in. So Katie Milan. Katie Milan with the free. It's gone across the goal and wide. Shiva Genti trying to bring it inside. Again, Waterford's defence steps up. Cara Elliott to Niamh McGrath. Niamh McGrath sends it down towards the attack. Referee spots a foul. So Offaly will have a free. We look at the clock, 6 minutes to go. It's Waterford 3-11, Offaly 7 points. In the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Shield Camogie Final. Kiva Davey. It looks good. It's gone over the bar. Does Kiva Davey. She's done everything asked of her in this game. Gets Offaly's 8th point of the match. Few of them from long distance. It's 8 points to Offaly, 3-11 to Waterford. Lucy Beresford out the field. Frances McCann. Maya Rossa. Kicks it along the ground. Been told there Rachel Cunningham to go out on the right. Steps out, so it's going to be a Waterford ball. Waterford making a change. So you heard the number 23, Amy Beresford, coming on for Cara Elliott. She gets a few high fives. So we're going to it was another change there. Offaly making a change. So we just pull away there for the player of the match discussion. You hear that at the end of the commentary. Aoife Power sends it down towards Sophie White-Langford. Sophie White-Langford turns inside, trying to create something here across the field. 3.5 minutes to go. And a foul committed on the Waterford substitute Katie Kenny. She wins the free. chance for Katie Milan. Sends a cheeky one out to the left there to the unmarked Laura Beresford. Laura drops down. An opportunity. Jodie Whelan's came so close to her hat-trick. I don't think she was expecting it. It eventually goes out wide. It's really the only thing missing from this Waterford performance is for their number 15 to get a third goal. They've dominated from the start of the game. They built up a match-winning advantage. And while Offaly kept it honest, kept it tight, kept it close, the 12 points that Waterford built up in the opening 12 minutes have been the difference between these two teams. Offaly will not give up. Looking for a way inside. Might break for Laura Foley there. And that's number 20, Shauna Mannion. It's gone out for a 6:45. So Waterford now are going to start emptying the bench. And we can tell you Amy Power, number 28, will be one of them. It's going to be a triple substitution for Waterford. We're watching the 45 first. I don't think it's going to happen until the 45 takes place. Sheeper Kenty out to take this. And it's gone over the bar. It's now 3-11 to 9 points. So the changes are being made by Waterford. Quiva Flynn is coming off for Amy Power. We can tell you that Durin O'Riordan will come on for Katie Desmond. And Jane Gator will be the third one. And she'll come on for Frances McCann.
And number 21, Jane Gaynor, replaces number 7, Frances McCann.
So there are the three changes. Down the field, great take there. Well, I told she took it first time by Sophie White-Langford. Not to be, Offaly will fight to the final whistle. Interesting stat for you. So I'm just doing my match to be head first. We told you about Waterford getting the 2-6 in the opening 12 minutes. Since then, Offaly have scored them by a point. 9 points to 1-5. A very competitive game for 3 quarters of the contest, but it was the damage done by the Dacia in the opening quarter that's going to win them this game. We're inside the final minute of normal time. We are going to have a few minutes, you would feel, because of the double hold-up earlier on as that ball goes out to the right and wide. Just keep an eye on the fourth official to get the confirmation. And much more time is going to be added onto this game. Of course, don't go anywhere at the end of the game. We will have the presentation to the winners. We will hear from the winning manager. And of course, coming up at 3 o'clock, we have the Eir All-Ireland U16 A Final between Galway and Cork. Offaly just trying to find a way inside. There's going to be 4 minutes of added time played. And we just got inside the injury time now, so 4 more minutes remaining in this game. Waterford 4 minutes away from being crowned All-Ireland U16 A Shield Camogie champions. They've won the ball here. Going to be a free out for them. And the ball's coming inside here now, and an opportunity for Waterford to put the icing on the cake, just missed by Aoife Power. Katie Kenny is there as well, the number 19. Can she bring it inside? Can she bring it inside? Katie Kenny with a shot, but dealt with there by the goalkeeper, Avian Slattery. She's done very well in this game, despite the concession of 3 goals. And she'll get the ball out the field. Nearly 1 minute of injury time gone. It's won by Maya Rossa. Maya Rossa moving up the field. She's won the free. She's won the free. We're going to go back for the foul, are we? Or the referee might let them finish it off here because Laura Beresford sends it inside. Offaly's defender is stepping up. Not going to make it easy. And eventually it's going to be a free out for Offaly. You can hear the Waterford supporters now. So free for Offaly in their own 20-metre line. 1.5 minutes of the 4 minutes of injury time have been played. Offaly with the clearance out there. Doesn't get too far. What can Waterford do with this? Amy Power, their number 28, is there. Referee is saying it's an Offaly free. And the advantage is... the advantage looked like it was gone, but we're going back for the injured Offaly player on the ground. As Waterford make another change. Tilly Nolan, number 22, comes on for Kiva Barry. Many more Waterford players getting an opportunity. Need Offaly are going to make 3 changes as well. The bench is getting well emptied now. So 21, 25 and 26 for Offaly. So there's a few changes taking place there. There was 3 or 4 different players that came on. We'll actually get note of them there first.
Substitution in the Offaly team. Number 21, Amy Fitzgerald replaces number 4, Wyatt Cummins.
Now, Amy Fitzgerald, 21, Saoirse Spain, 25, and Mary Kilrain, 26 are the players I thought I saw coming on there. Replacing LD Lunam, Moya Cummins, and Ruby Oakley. Long ball there by Offaly down towards the attack, and it looked like for a moment Lucy Beresford was going to let go, and they realised the bounce was coming inside. Gets it out in the direction of Laura. Also from the Beresford clan. There's 3 Beresfords in the field of play for Waterford at the moment. 3.5 minutes of injury time have been played. Waterford have another 30 plus seconds. We'll probably have an extra minute due to that hold up, as Offaly look for that goal, but the Waterford defence are just not accommodating in this game. Aoife Power plucking the ball on the occasion. Maya Ross had 2 players that have impressed for Waterford in this game. Ball down the field. There's hooters going off there in cars somewhere in Kilkenny. Somebody else must have won something. Bit premature for this game. Can she for Guinnessy give Offaly their finish? Not have Niamh McGrath anything to say about it. The referee says the Offaly number 14 was fouled as the 4 minutes have been played. So will Offaly go for a goal, or will they pop this over the bar to get to double digits in the point count? So it's out a bit even further, but either way, it's a free. Siobhan Ginty just going to pop this over the bar. Gets the score there for Offaly to bring them to 10 points. 10 points to Offaly, 3-11 to Waterford. It's double scores. Offaly will reflect and know that outside the first quarter, they were as good as their opponents. The referee blows the final whistle. It's all over, and it is all immaterial because Waterford did do the damage in the first quarter, and they are the All-Ireland Under-16 A Shield Camogie champions for 2025, beating Offaly by 10 points in the end. They were marvellous. Magic were the Dacia in the opening 12 minutes. 6 points in a row. Katie Milan got 2 of them. Aoife Power got 2 of them. Niamh McGrath was also on target as well, and Katie Milan got 3 to make it 6 points to 0. But then 2 goals from Jodie Whelan, then a 2-6-0 score. Offaly settled down afterwards. They maintained that 12-point deficit but couldn't get the crucial goal that they needed. And Katie Milan, who's just been announced as the player of the match, struck a wonderful third goal 4 minutes into the second half to make it 3-9 to 3 points. From there, Offaly outscored their opponent 6 points to 2 in the closing stages of the game. They got some great scores from Laura Foley, from Kiva Barry, Siobhan Ginty as well, but they just couldn't get the magic green flag that they needed. Waterford stayed in touch. Elena Cody and Katie Milan getting points at the end. They give them the 10-point victory. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of this game on the Camogie Association YouTube page in association with Entry. Do not go away. We have the presentation to Waterford coming up. We'll hear from the Waterford manager Paul Barry, and then before 3 o'clock we've live coverage of Galway against Cork in the A Final, but in the A Shield Final at under 16 level in Camogie, sponsored by Eir. It's Waterford on your screen. Who will celebrate? They're getting ready for the presentation. They are the champions, and it finished here in UPMC Nolan Park. Waterford 3-11, Offaly 10 points.
congratulations goes to both Waterford and Offaly for a very sporting under 16 A shield. A big round of applause, please. A sincere thanks to Enda Lagnan and his team of officials for refereeing today. Thank you for that. To Nolan Park staff and volunteers, together with the Camogie Association staff and volunteers, our National Fixtures Committee, all the preparation that has led to getting everything ready for us and for our games today. To you, the parents, grandparents, our county boards, the Kenny County Board, for all the continuous support you give in the promotion of the game of camogie. Sponsorship is so important to us and to our game today, and we are delighted to acknowledge and thank Eir for the sponsorship of this competition. We're equally delighted that they're represented today by Saoirse McCarthy, and Saoirse County Mayor herself doesn't need any introduction, and she's going to present player of the match now to number 12 from Waterford, Katie Milan. To Offaly, commiserations, and I hope, girls, that you enjoy the rest of your camogie throughout the summer. Finally, to Waterford, congratulations on your under 16 shield win today. And I would now like to call on joint captains Stephen McGrath and Jody Whelan to present the plaque.
Thank you very much and welcome back here. As you can see, the sun is out in UPMC Nolan Park, and the sun will certainly be shining in Waterford after that fantastic victory for themselves in the Eir U16 A Shield Final. Delighted to be joined by the Waterford manager Paul Barry to look back at the game. And Paul, first things first, congratulations. What a victory for your team.
Thank you so much, Darren. I think, all the hard work, the 6 months of mental torture off on the field, it all paid off. And the girls are a brilliant bunch of girls.
If I can take a cliche, and I think it sums it up well, a great start. Your team had a great start. You're even saying to me, off air, walking over, that's what you've targeted all year because it gave you the platform for this victory.
Yes, anytime if we win the toss, and especially over the winter when there was really strong wind. I know the wind, that you have to utilise it, but we seem to really be on it from the word go, and it has worked in every game we have played since January.
It was important too. You forced a save from the Offaly goalkeeper in the first attack. You had that bit of a breeze out there, but they were important to take those points.
Oh, definitely. Our goalie is going. She's serious. Our goalie is going to make a senior inter-county goalkeeper over the next 4 or 5 years. But we have every faith in her, and she's actually better out the field, believe it or not.
Well, did Lucy Beresford pull off a couple of important stops near the end of the first half as Offaly tried to get back into it. But just going back, and I'll talk about your defence again in a moment, like Katie Milan, what a performance she had, what a super goal at the start of the second half. And of course, we could spend the next 15 minutes talking about all the individual players, but just mention her at the moment, your midfield as well, Niamh McGrath, Eva Power, very, very impressive.
We call it our 8, which would be our half-back line, our 2 midfielders and our half-forward line. But to go back to Katie Milan, she's 17 days away from being under 14 this year. Her birthday, she won't be 15 until the 13th of December, and she's just a legend already. Again, she came from very good stock, but my God, she just gives us, every time we go out, she performs.
We're looking forward to seeing how she gets on as her career progresses. Jodie Whelan, I think the only thing missing from this game, she didn't get her hat-trick.
No, Jodie done everything bar get a hat-trick, but I was delighted to see her get her 2 goals. And Jodie has trained so hard all year, and she has been carrying an injury, but today was Jodie's day in my eyes. She really performed on the big day.
Yeah, because the one thing as well that you can take from that, even for anybody who watches back the game or training, is to get the forward inside, because dare I say there were probably 2 point attempts that dropped short, but Jodie Whelan's were exactly where you want the forward to be, to take that ball and finish it to the net.
In underage camogie, you will see that the goalkeepers have a habit, including our own, they will bat a ball. So I try always to make sure we have someone in and around a small square for the breaking ball or a ball that drops short and the goal is behind them or in front of them when they get it.
Paul, of course, we've talked about the scores and that platform for the victory, but we have to marvel at the work rate of your defence. You mentioned Lucy Beresford, the goalkeeper, already. Like Maya Rossa was in contention for player of the match, but any of the 6 defenders were there as well, because they worked the socks up and denied Offaly a clean goal scoring chances. There was the couple before half time, 1 in the second half, but anything Offaly got, you made them work for.
Yes, at half time we were a little bit worried about the shots that they were getting off. They weren't threatening the goal, but they were getting way too many shots for our liking. But our fullback is still under 15, and she's been out injured, and she's only back the last 3 or 4 weeks, and she's just an animal of a fullback. She's ideal. Our 2 cornerbacks, one of them is only back from an injury. She actually kept out the girl who was starting ahead of her when she came back. And our backs, Frances McCann, the wing back, oh my God, Katie Desmond, they were brilliant as a unit.
Yeah, they were indeed. It could go no different to the attack. We could go through them all. Sophie Carroll Lawler, of course, the player you're mentioning there as well. And she would have been up against Offaly's danger person, Siofra Genty, that got very little change. No goals, definitely. I think only a point or 2 from play.
That's her second time keeping Siofra from scoring a goal. Because when we played them in the first round, way back at the end of January, early February, and we didn't concede a goal again. So Sophie does what you ask her to do, and I love it.
Paul, just 2 or 3 questions before I let you go. For yourself as a management team there first, you put so much work in with these players as well. What does it mean to yourselves to see your players again deliver, do what they do in the training ground and deliver this All-Ireland success?
I put it down to the county needed. I've been here over the last 2 years. We've lost 2 minor A finals. One, we lost by 3 points to Tipperary, which was a game if things had to go right on the day. But the county needed to win something underage. This group of girls, I had them 2 years ago, and we didn't win a game. But they just, all the hard work, it's not just this year, It's the last 2 or 3 years. But they are going to be, going forward, they're going to be role models for the girls coming behind them.
They certainly are future stars as well, and even you've answered the next question saying regarding what this means to this team as well, because at the end of the day, there you've mentioned a few of them there, I've mentioned a few of them. There's some talented players that we are going to see represent Waterford at minor, under 23 and senior.
Without a doubt. And I've told these girls that, I told them after the battle we had with Derry, when we were 13 points up at half time and we won by 2 points, and they were so, for the last 10 minutes, putting their bodies on the line, that senior girls actually would have learned something from it, in my eyes. That's how good these girls are. When the heat is turned up, they show up, and I love it.
They definitely showed it there as well. It was a pleasure to watch them. Finally, Paul, before I let you go, if you look up at that camera up there, you can tell the people from Waterford where this team is going tonight and what the celebration plans are.
We are heading back on our coach with our new 2025 All-Ireland finalist tops. We're heading back to the De La Salle Clubhouse in Grace Dew, and my God, are we going to have a party. And when the senior hurlers beat Limerick tonight, we'll never go to bed. It'll be Monday.
Well, De La Salle is the place to be, Paul. We might get there yet. Congratulations. What a fantastic victory for Waterford.
Thank you, Darren. Pleasure.
Pleasure is mine. That's Paul Barry, the Waterford Camogie manager, after their All-Ireland Under-16 A Shield Camogie final success against Offaly. We're going to wrap up here for the moment, but don't go away. Our Camogie coverage is not over in UPMC Nolan Park. If you're from Waterford, head to De La Salle. If you're from Galway or Cork, stick here with the All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie final between Galway and Cork coming up in the next few minutes. Good afternoon, thank you very much and welcome here to UPMC Nolan Park. It's the second game of our double header, but if you only just joined us, it is time for the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final for 2025. It is Galway against Cork, and as you can see in the middle of your screen there, Liz Dempsey, the referee, with all four captains, 3 from Galway, 1 from Cork, and it looks like Galway have won the toss and they're going to attack the goal to the left in the first half. Those Galway joint captains are Sinead Feeney, Amy Kenny and Rhea Sistak. The Cork captain is Leah Hannigan. We'll run through the two teams in just a moment. It's a big awaited contest, always is when Galway play Cork in any age level. Indeed, at senior they've played in the last league final and All-Ireland final, Cork winning both on each occasion. And the last time that they met in the All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final, Cork were the champions by 1 point back in 2023. Different personnel it may be. Galway looking for third time lucky. They also lost last year's All-Ireland final in this very same venue to Limerick by 1 point, 10 points to 9 on that occasion. We will run through the two teams, and Cork are on our screen, so we will start with them. And the Cork team is as follows. In goal, number 1, Ciara Hines. Full back line of 2, Faye Ronan. 3 is Rachel Jones, and 4 is Aisling Coleman. The half back line were number 5, Madeleine Keane. Centre back number 6 is Ciara Roach, and 7 is Ciara Hayes. In midfield, were number 8 is Orla Troy, partnered by number 9, Grace O'Connell. The half forward line, 10, Stephanie Dwyer, 11, Cleena Hart, and 12 is Lauren O'Connor. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Lexi Manley. Full forward, number 14, the captain, Leah Hannigan. And top of the left, where number 15 is Leah Melwa. The Cork manager is Brendan Foley there in the middle of his players, talking to them. That's the Cork team, and now we run through the starting side for Galway. So Galway, they're just getting themselves ready for their huddle. One change for them from the side to beat Tipperary in the semi-final, but the 15 announced during the week is the 15 that starts. In goal, number 1 is Eva Murray. Full back line of 2 is Saoirse Coonahan, 3 is Lynn Hartigan, and 4 is Emily Rabbit. The half back line were number 5, Beck Glenn. Centre back number 6 is Ava Burke, and 7 is Katie Lean. In midfield were number 8 is Eve Kenny, partnered by one of the joint captains, number 9, Sinead Feeney. The half forward line, 10, Lauren Morgan. 11, another of the joint captains, Amy Kenny, and 12 is Cara Giblin. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Roisin Coleman. Full forward, number 14 is Kate O'Sullivan, and top of the left, where number 15 is Ciara Mullins, and their manager for this game is Brian Griffin. So Galway, they're just going through their huddle as well. 2 survivors from the team beaten by Limerick in last year's final, Sinead Feeney and Amy Kenny. Cork won't have any survivors from the team that won their 17th All-Ireland title in 2023. Galway have won 15, but this is the 12th time that Cork and Galway have played in the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final. So Cork are lining themselves up for a run of Ian. That'll be taking place just before. And just we mentioned as well, the officials. Of course, you saw Liz Dempsey from Kilkenny. She's the referee for this game. She'll be joined by the standby referee, Brian Kearney of Kildare. On the line today, Gavin Dunnigan from Dublin and Brian Deering from Carlow. So the sun is out here in Nolan Park in Kilkenny when we arrived earlier on for the opening game. Between Waterford and Offaly, Waterford won that game. As you heard, we're going to have a run of in. You can see the far side of the field, plenty of supporters in maroon and in red, cheering on Galway and cheering on Cork as both sides get themselves in position. And as we mentioned, Galway won the toss and they're going to attack the goal to the left in the first half. There's a stiff enough breeze here, despite the sun and the wonderful conditions in Nolan Park. It's blowing to the right and it's going to favour Cork for the start of the second half. No real positional switches of note that stand out. The midfielders are in there with the referee. Orla Troy and Grace O'Connell for Cork, Eve Kenny and Sinead Feeney for Galway. There's a great atmosphere here for the 12th meeting of Galway and Cork in the All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final. Cork have won 7, Galway have won 4. Who's going to win this game? The ball is thrown in. The game is on. Galway beat Cork by 2 points in the opening round of the championship, but it's Cork who get the first touch, but a block down there by Amy Kenny for Galway, and she's kept the ball from going out of play as the Eir Cork player wins possession, gives it to the other joint captain Sinead Feeney from Athenry, and Sinead Feeney will try and move it down, but Cork are keeping very, very tight. Good work by Grace O'Connell from Ahabulloch, and it's now Katie Lean from Croppa. The pace here certainly up from the very, very start of the game. We've only played 25 seconds and a battle around the middle. Sinead Feeney will send it down towards the attack, down in the direction of Roisin Coleman, who scored a goal in the semi-final victory against Tipperary, but it's Madeline Kane who tried to clear it for Cork, hasn't managed to get it away, find a teammate, and Cork will move it up the field. Their hands are out, but Cork continue playing on. The referee Liz Dempsey happy to let them hurl, and Orla Troy drives the ball up the field for Cork. Down the other end of the field is a touch there by Emily Rabbit for Galway. She plays for the Crotwell Club, and she, as captain and played, has been a push in the back, and the first free of the game is going to go for Galway, and it'll be a free won by Emily Rabbit. Galway 6 wins out of 6 in the championship so far. They started off with that 2-point victory over Cork back in the 16th of February. Then they beat Dublin, Limerick, Kilkenny and Tipperary to top the group. And they had a 2-9 to 7-point victory over Tipperary in the semi-finals. 2 goals coming from Roisin Coleman and Cara Giblin. That was Cork's only defeat in their opening round game. They had wins against Dublin, Kilkenny and Limerick, were held to a draw by Tipperary 3-8 apiece, but got the job done against Kilkenny in the semi-final 2 weeks ago. They won that occasion 1-11 to 1-9. Leah Melwa with their goal on that occasion. Cork have won a free on the 65-metre line. And it's going to be Cliona Hart. I correct myself, it's going to be Lexi Manley that comes out to take the free. She got 5 frees in the semi-final victory against Kilkenny. Goes for the free. It looks good. Is it accurate? It might just go to the left. First wide of the game. No score in the contest. 2 minutes gone. Cork, no score. Galway, no score. And Galway to restart the action through their goalkeeper, Eva Murray. So Eva Murray with a good drive down towards the 65-metre line. Cork getting the breaks in the early stages. And this is Cliona Hart now on this occasion with the ball. Skips past 2 players. Hand passes forward. Chance for Cork to get their opening score of the game. And Cork are off the mark in the 3rd minute of the contest. They get the score. They won the puck out. Cliona Hart supplying the captain, Leah Hannigan. And Leah Hannigan puts the ball over the bar. It's Cork 1 point. Galway no score. Interesting story about Leah Hannigan, just reading the match programme here today for the double header. She was asked a question in another sporting event you'd most like to compete in other than camogie. Well, she said Quidditch. Maybe she's a Harry Potter fan, or maybe she's her own sprinkle of magic she wants to use for Cork today. She has the ball again, does Leah Hannigan. Had support from Stephanie Dwyer, but they both got themselves mixed up, and Katie Lean got in the way for Galway, left it for a teammate, and Galway will send it down the field of play. But it's the centre back for Cork, Ciara Roach, that's going to win this ball. Ciara Roach takes it, gives the pass to Madeline Kane, and Madeline Kane will send it down the right side of the field. Can they keep it in play? Can Cork? Looks like just about staying in place. That's the linesman. Indeed, he changed his mind. The hand had been out. Leah Melwa didn't keep that in play on that occasion, so it's going to be a Galway sideline ball. And an opportunity now for the Connacht side to restart the action. It's a historic day as under 16 camogie for both counties here today. Galway, of course, 15 times champions. Their first win in 1977, but their 2000 All-Ireland under-16 winning team are celebrating their silver jubilee. We'll tell you the Cork one in a moment as Amy Kenny sends the ball in towards the attack. And there is Ciara Mullins from the famed St. Thomas's Club. Ciara Mullins will go for the shot at the post. It came off the upright. Who'll be first in for that? It looks like the fullback Rachel Jones will win the race there for Cork. And she just gets it away there as the ball hovers down. Kate O'Sullivan was interested in that. I told you it was the Silver Jubilee of the Galway winners in 2000. Well, Cork, the first of their 17 All-Ireland titles was back in 1975, and that team are celebrating their Golden Jubilee. So, no doubt they'll be remembered on a special day for underage camogie. Galway trying to get back in level par. Carrie Giblin with possession for them from the Ardrahan club. Trying to move inside is Carrie Giblin. She's done well to keep going. It's Carrie Giblin. Chance for Galway. A shot. A goal for Galway. A goal for Galway. And Carrie Giblin puts the ball into the back of the net. She had to work hard herself to bring it inside. She gets the goal. And it's Galway 1 goal. It is Cork 1 point in this All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final. And what a turnaround in the game as the Tribes girls take the lead. And now, can they build up the advantage here? Battle around the 45-metre line. Ball just goes out. So it's going to be Roisin Coleman now. The free there conceded. And Roisin Coleman just inside the 65-metre line. Can she add to the goal, or maybe this will drop down towards the house for another opportunity for Galway? Kate O'Sullivan was there, so was Ciara Mullins. Ciara Mullins with the ball, gives it back in the direction of Amy Kenny. Amy Kenny tried to send it inside, didn't get the contact that she wanted, and that ball will go out harmlessly wide. Galway feel they should have had a 45, but it's a wide nonetheless. Galway 1 goal, Cork 1 point. 6 minutes gone in this Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final. Brought to you here in the Camogie Association YouTube page in association with Entray. Leah Hannigan takes the ball in the middle of the field for Cork. Send it down in towards the attack. Opportunity now for the Rebelettes to get back in this game. Leah Melwa. Leah Melwa's on the move for Cork. Goes a shot goal! A goal for Cork. And Leah Melwa, what a return. Strike by Cork. And she puts the ball into the back of the net. And it's Cork 1-1. Galway a goal. The long ball by Leah Hannigan down to Leah Melwa. She spotted the space, decided to back herself, goes on the run. 2 great runs by both Galway and Cork, yielding 2 goals. It's Cork 1-1. It's Galway a goal. As Eve Kenny tried to offload the ball in the direction of Cara Giblin, not to be. And this Under-16A Camogie final is sitting up nicely at the moment. Sinead Feeney with the ball for Galway, goes for a shot. That's going to go across the goal to the left and wide. Cork 1-1, Galway a goal, just 7 minutes gone in the game. And the goalkeeper, Ciara Hines, will restart the action for Cork. Probably the first time we've really stopped in this game for a moment, or a try. Trying to bring it out the field, but Kate O'Sullivan not making it easy, and Ciara Mullins is there for Galway. Faye Ronan is back for Cork to help out. Amy Kenny with possession, out on the right, a difficult angle, she'll go for the shot. It won't work out on that occasion. The Cork defence will deal with this and should be able to clear it away. Goes out over the line, the 45-metre line. Galway will get another go. And Cara Giblin will be the player to take the sideline cut. Just get a drink of water. So if you're only joining us here, 2 great goals you've missed. Cork in front by a point. Cork 1-1, Galway a goal. Of course, 4 live games. And the referee, Liz Dempsey, looks like she's going to receive some attention. I think it's probably the microphone in her ear. It's probably a bit loose. The physio is out to help out. All the officials well taped up. Chance for a few players to get some attention. When we restart, it'll be a Galway ball. Roisin Coleman to take it. Remember, it's 2 points for a sideline cut in Camogie. Roisin's not going for the shot on this occasion. Nice touch there by Madeline Keane for Cork. She needs another goal. Galway doing their version of the press. It worked out for them. Eve Kenny gives it to Amy. 2 different clubs. Near enough. Portubman and Aircourt. And Amy Kenny puts the ball over the bar in the 9th minute. And the sides are level. It's Galway 1-1. It's Cork 1-1. What an entertaining game we are having. Indeed, with Cork won their first All-Ireland in 1975. They beat Galway by 6-2 to 3 points. Into the decider. Down the far side of the field, Lauren O'Connor trying to send it in towards the attack. Cork feel they can run of this Galway team, and they have an opportunity here. Number 13 is Lexi Manley, but the referee saw a slap down. It's going to be a free, won by the Cork number 13. She'll probably take it herself. There'll be a chance for Brendan Foley's charges to go back in front. Lexi Manley with the free, puts the ball over the bar. And it's Cork 1-2, Galway 1-1. I was just saying there, Cork beat Galway in 1975 and 1985. They beat Galway again 3-8 to 2-3 on that occasion. 10 years ago in 2015, Galway were victorious over Cork in the All-Ireland final. That team was captained by the current Galway senior captain, Carrie Dolan. Galway take possession. Becklin on the ball, looking for support. It comes from Ava Burke, and Ava Burke sends it down in towards the attack. Good defending by Cork's Faye Ronan. They'll come out to Lauren Morgan. She was a substitute in the semi-final win against Tipperary. Grace O'Connell. Referee spots the foul. Cork win the free. So Grace O'Connell with the free. Send it down towards the attack in the direction of Lexi Manley. Misses out on the occasion. Emily Rabbit is there. Gives it to Sinead Feeney. Sinead Feeney out the field. Important interception there by Madeline Kane. Going the 45-metre line, Katie Lean. Send it down in towards the attack. Roisin Coleman be marked by two defenders, Aisling Coleman and Ciara Roach. Scramble for possession. The referee not happy. He's going to throw the ball inside the Cork 45-metre line. 11 and a half minutes gone. Cork 1-2, Galway 1-1. Plenty of activity in this game. Cork win the ball back to the centre back, Ciara Roach. She gives it to Grace O'Connell, and Grace O'Connell will go on a run there as well. Being well Marsha up her own, but she managed to keep going. There to help out was Orla Try along the ground. Gets as far as the 65-metre line. Ava Burke battling for the ball for Galway. Nearly lost the hurl, but she didn't. Galway hook it down. Cork hook it down. The skills of Camogie are on show here in this final, and the referee says the foul is committed on the Galway player. Sinead Feeney wins the free. And it's Eve Kenny that's going to take this. Eve Kenny goes long. This might work out for Galway if she gets the hold there. Amy Kenny at the hand up. Might break for them. Cork getting the players back. 5 defenders back there, battling hard. Working well together. Rachel Jones gets a touch. Sends it out in the direction of Madeline Kane. Madeline Kane gives it to Orla Troy. Orla Troy down the right. And all of a sudden, we're at the other end of the field. Galway get the touch again from Ava Burke, but it breaks for Leah Hannigan. Leah Hannigan sending it in towards the attack. Once Leah Melwa. Last time she did that, they got a goal. The Galway full back there, Lynn Hartigan. In the middle of it again, the referee not happy. So we're going to throw the ball in again. There's been no more than 2 points between the teams at any stage. One separates them at the moment as play is restarted. Cliona Hart is there for Cork. Leah Melwa trying to bring it down the right. Then Hartigan staying with her. Leah Melwa tries to go inside. The referee says no foul. Gives the pass in for Leah Hannigan. She gets closer to the goal. The ball goes wide, says the umpire. Galway stayed very, very tight there, and we're rewarded. Remember, there is a bit of a breeze out there if it doesn't stand out on your camera. Favouring Cork at the moment. So the short puck out in the direction of Katie Lean. And Katie Lean sends it down the field, but only finds a Cork player, Madeline Keane, really standing out in the early stages for some of the catches she's done. Sends the ball down towards the attack in the direction of Leah Melwa. Leah Melwa, good first touch there to bring the ball up. Took the shoulder from the Galway defender. Legally so, and it's going to be a wide ball. So we're coming up towards the quarter hour in this Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final. Cork 1-2, Galway 1-1. Long ball down the field in the direction of Lauren Morgan. And Lauren Morgan has done well to hold on to the ball for Galway. Tries to send it down the right towards Ciara Mullins. Not to be. Rachel Jones there battling with Kate O'Sullivan. Hits it along the ground. Lauren O'Connor. Down the left, the ball goes out over the line, so it'll be a Galway ball. So a sideline ball for Galway, the far side of the field. Sinead Feeney's going to take this. Just another stat for you there. Leah Hannigan's opening point in the game on 3 minutes for Cork was their 100 point in this year's championship. They've added 4 more since. Galway started the game on 82 points. They're up to 86 now. You would feel if they get to 100 in this game, it might be good enough to win. But we'll see how it all works out. Cork take the sideline ball. Eve Kenny wins it back for Galway. Lays it off for Lauren Morgan. Lauren Morgan trying to find space to run. Gives it back to Eve Kenny. Eve Kenny sends it down the right. Down towards Ciara Mullins. Cork staying tight, but illegally so. And Ciara Mullins wins the free for Galway. As we enter the second quarter of the game, Roisin Coleman in the black helmet will go across to take this. So Roisin Coleman, can she level the teams for just the second time? Out in the right, against the breeze. Not straightforward. You see plenty of red and maroon in the stand, in the terrace. Roisin Coleman with the free. The umpires have a good look at it. The umpires like it. The ball has gone over the bar. Roisin Coleman with the free for Galway. And the sides are level. It's 1-2 apiece here in this All-Ireland Under-16A Camogie final. 2 slitters on the field. Ciara Hines has won her hand. She's happy with that. She was in the Cork Under-15 panel last year and captained her club Middleton to a county Under-14 ladies football title in 2022. Great take in the air by Lauren Morgan for Galway. Send it down in towards space. And Rachel Jones was taking no chances, but she missed the ball, and Kate O'Sullivan has it. Did she try to offload it to Ciara Mullins? Not to be. It's back with Kate O'Sullivan. You can just see the enthusiasm, the exuberance in the passes. Sometimes it leads to mistakes. Cork win the ball back. Leah Hannigan was hoping that ball would bounce for her, but it doesn't because Emily Rabbit was there for Galway. It's back with Leah Hannigan, the Cork captain. Sends it out towards the left, out towards Lauren O'Connor. She'll go for the shot. Good response from Cork. And Lauren O'Connor puts the ball over the bar. It came from a Galway attack breaking down. Cork get a score at the other end. And it's Cork 1-3, Galway 1-2. So Eva Murray drops it high, down towards the middle. The sun there is a factor as well. Coming in from the right. Referee says the ball was picked off the ground. So Lexi Manley is going to come out to take this. Cork will feel they need to get a few points with this breeze. Lexi Manley has the distance. Will it be accurate enough? Not to be, says the umpire. 4th wide of the game for Cork, 2 for Galway. And Galway to restart the action through Eva Murray. Kate O'Sullivan comes out to meet the ball. Kate O'Sullivan did well there, and she's moving inside. Kate O'Sullivan has a player to the left. That's Roisin Coleman. Chance to shot. A goal for Galway. A goal for Galway. And what a response it is from Galway to come straight back in and get a second goal. Roisin Coleman was there waiting for the ball. Kate O'Sullivan did the work, and Galway have their second goal. It's Galway 2-2. It is Cork 1-3 in this game. A game of big scores. Ball breaks in the middle of the park. Galway have another opportunity. Amy Kenny. This should come to the goalkeeper. Didn't deal with it first time. Roisin Coleman out to Carrie Giblin. Carrie Giblin got the first goal. Roisin got the second. They both scored goals in the semi-final against Tipperary. Carrie Giblin is moved inside again. Not a chance. A shot goal! A goal for Galway! And Carrie Giblin does that work again to get another goal for Galway. Roisin Coleman with the pass, and this time from the left. Carrie Giblin wheezing her way inside, gets a goal. We've had 3 goals for Galway. It's Galway 3-2, Cork 1-3. Galway with possession again. Sinead Feeney. Across the field, Amy Kenny. Lauren Morgan. Rachel Jones wins the ball, sends it out in the direction of Ciara Mullins for Galway, wins it back. There's plenty of maroon options. Cork are just rattled at the moment. Galway need to keep their concentration as well, as Lauren O'Connor was there to win it back for the Munster side. Cork suffered disappointment last week, beaten in the All-Ireland minor final by Kilkenny. They won't want to lose 2 All-Ireland finals in a week. Good play there. Liam Elwha again trying to find the space. Galway's defence are standing up well in Hartigan. Eve Kenny. Batted down by Madeline Keane. But Eve Kenny will take possession again for Galway. Gives the pass forward. The pass forward towards Carrie Giblin. And Carrie Giblin will go in the move again. She's on a hat-trick. And Carrie Giblin, though, will take the point in this occasion. A fantastic score. It falls over the bar. Carrie Giblin with another point. And it's Galway 3-3. Cork 1-3. Plays restarted. Down the field. Taken on the occasion by Sinead Feeney. Galway just linking up well at the moment. David Burke sent it down the left towards Eve Kenny. Roisin Coleman wins the race, but Cork's defence are staying tight. You know, the linesman not too sure. I thought it was a Cork ball myself, but we'll see what decision is made. I thought it went off the Galway hand, but just the linesman just stated there he couldn't tell himself, so the referee is going to throw it in. Nobody really complaining from either side either. So it'll be Orla Troy against Sinead Feeney. Ball is thrown back in. We look at the clock. It says 22 minutes, nearly 23 gone. Galway in front by 2 goals. Ball bouncing around the place there. Who will it land with? Might land with Amy Kenny. And Amy Kenny has the ball for Galway and she's on the move. Amy Kenny getting being chased by 2 players. She has the advantage. Free shot for Amy. She won it herself. Puts the ball over the bar. Amy Kenny with a score on 23 minutes. And it's Galway 3-4. Cork 1-3. Galway playing against the wind in the first half have scored 2-2 without reply in the last 5 minutes. Cork were leading by 1-3 to 1-2. They go short on this occasion. Rachel Jones sends the ball down the field, but Galway are just batting ball down in the middle of the park and are making Cork trying to work this out. Grace O'Connell sends the ball off to a teammate. Plenty of time for Cork to get back in this game. Ball launched down by Ciara Hayes, the wing back, in towards the attack. They know they've dangerous players inside Lexi Manley, but the Galway full backs and Emily Rabbit, how many times has she gotten in the way for Galway in this game in the early stages of this match? Pass out the far side of the field to Beck Lynn. Beck Lynn will send it down the field. Ciara Hayes misses it on that occasion. Lauren Morgan fighting for the ball for Galway. Amy Kenny there to pick up the scraps, and she'll send it down towards the attack again to Kate O'Sullivan. A great battle between Rachel Jones and Kate O'Sullivan. It is really more a 50-50, but of course when the forward wins the ball, usually leads the scores. Kate O'Sullivan wins the ball, have the advantage. She's keeping going, but the referee has blown the whistle. In fairness to Liz Simpson, she had blown the whistle early enough there, just when Kate O'Sullivan was getting inside. But she's won the free, and Roisin Coleman will take this. 24.5 minutes gone in the first half. So Galway will get a chance here now to go 8 points in front. Roisin Coleman for Galway to take the free. Puts it wide. Surprising miss for her. Third wide of the game for Galway. 4 for Cork. Kate O'Sullivan, who won that free, assisted in 2 goals in the semi-final win against Tipperary. Assisted one here. Amy Kenny is winning ball around the middle of the park. Ciara Hayes going into the game for Cork. The referee, has she blown the whistle again? The Galway player on the ground. Lauren O'Connor was on the run there for Cork, but the referee blown the whistle. The Galway player on the ground. The passion of the supporters of both teams. Cork are making a change. And Rachel Jones, their full back, is going off. Robin O'Mahony coming on the field to play. Big decision there from the Cork management. Kate O'Sullivan certainly causing problems. So we'll see, is it a positional switch? The Galway player on the ground at the moment, so we're having a hold up and play. 26 minutes gone. And yeah, I can tell you that Aisling Coleman has moved across to mark Kate O'Sullivan. Robin O'Mahony will come in the other corner. Amy Kenny is okay. She was the player receiving attention. Interesting one about Amy Kenny. She also was a Leinster Junior B winner, represented Banagher College with many of the Offaly players you would have seen in the opening game of this doubleheader. She's also won a Connacht Cup at under 12 level. Cork to restart the action. Long ball down towards the attack. Cork could do with a score, but they're not going to get one when Sinead Feeney is plucking balls like that. Comes out for Cork. Another opportunity for a shot at the post. Is a score that Cork needs. And it's gone wide. 5th wide off the game for Cork. It's just not happening for them. I think it was Grace O'Connell who took the shot on that occasion. We've 3 minutes to half time, a couple of stops. Cork are making another change. So Cork's management making changes. I didn't see a board go up. But it's going to be Grace O'Connell who just took that shot, who's going off. So Cork have made 2 substitutions before half time. It's Galway 3-4, Cork 1-3. As you heard there, number 21, Sarah Kelleher, coming on the field to play. Can those 2 changes for Cork make a difference in this game? They're on the attack. Lexi Manley with possession, has support. The referee says she called it 3 times. Or threw the ball, or threw the ball. So it's going to be a free out for Galway, Saoirse Coonahan. And Saoirse Coonahan will send it down the field. Down in the direction of Lauren Morgan. Very busy in this game. Goes to ground, play continues on. Tries to give the pass back. Goes out over the line, the far side of the field. Still have 90 seconds remaining in the first half, and it's a first half where very even. Cork definitely probably the better team. Led 1-3 to 1-2 after 18 minutes, but Galway have certainly owned it since. 2-2 without reply. Ciara Mullins trying to move the ball down the right. Goes out over the line. So it's going to be a sideline ball for Roisin Coleman. Galway very much in control. We did say the Galway 6 wins out of 6 were coming in as favourites. But Cork were the one team to have pushed them all the way. Well, Kilkenny did as well now, in fairness. There was only a couple of points between them two, but there was only two between Galway and Cork in round one. Roisin Coleman going to send it across to Kate O'Sullivan. Cork win possession back. Leah Hannigan wearing 14, but she's back in the half-back line. And that's giving Galway an extra player up there. And it's Emily Rabbit, who's reading the game very, very well. To Beck Glynn. Beck Glynn misses the ball. Needs to get it quickly because the pressure has come from Cliona Hart. And Cliona Hart wins the ball for Cork, but the referee says the foul was committed. And Galway will have a free, and Cork will be frustrated. That's twice with a player on the run. As the 30 minutes are nearly played, and we're going to have 2 additional minutes. So 2 minutes of additional time at the end of the first half. A first half that Galway have taken control of in the second quarter. So Eve Kenny from Portumna. We starts the action, sends it down towards Ciara Mullins. It's the first touch. She got 2 perfect contact on it, and it goes out over the line. Can Cork get a score before the break to give them a lift? They haven't scored in over 12 minutes. They're not going to score if they do things like that. Galway to restart the action. Sideline ball the other side. Eve Kenny will take it. Eve Kenny sends the ball across into space there. Everybody was moving towards it. Who's going to win the race? 2 of them there, Sinead Feeney and Leah Hannigan. Sinead Feeney has done enough to give Galway the advantage, but hasn't won control of the ball just yet. Needed support. It came from Cara Giblin. Cara's trying to work her way inside the defence again. Cara will go for the shot at the post. That ball goes to the left and wide. 1 minute of the 2 minutes have been played. Here you're watching the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final of 2025. Galway lead Cork by 7 points. Sinead Feeney sends the ball down towards the attack. Sarah Kelleher wearing number 21 for Cork. But Cork have been pulling players back, and it's allowed Galway to put up this shield by Emily Rabbit. Katie Lean. Cork will take the ball back. The centre back, Ciara Roach. Leah Melwa just wants a bit of space to go on a run. She has a bit of space here now. And Leah Melwa has a player to the left. She's going to go herself. She knows they need a score. It's going to cross the goal to the left and wide. Cork has done with a score on that occasion. Cliona Hart was inside her. Not to be. The 2 minutes have been played. How much more time will referee Liz Dempsey allow? And the referee blows the half-time whistle. And it's a half-time. Had some big moments in the game, even if the scoring was low. But Galway, 2-2 in the second quarter, have taken control of this contest. Cork got the opening point through Leah Hannigan, but then Galway a goal by Cara Giblin. Cork hit back with a goal by Leah Melwa. And we're leading by 1-3 to 1-2. But then Galway, 2 goals in the space of a minute by Roisin Coleman and a second for Cara Giblin. Put them in control. They added 2 more points to lead this game by 7. They have to win in the second half, but Cork still have plenty of time to work this out. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 5-10 minutes time for live coverage of the second half of this Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final. But at half time, it's Galway who lead. Galway by 7. It's Galway 3-4, Cork 1-3. Good afternoon, thank you very much, and welcome back here to UPMC Nolan Park as we get ready for the second half of the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final. Galway leading Cork by 4-1-3. Both teams back in the field for the second half. We'll keep an eye on any substitutions. Doesn't appear to be any about it, you. They're already met at the moment, but we'll confirm those shortly. It's a big 30 minutes for Cork as they want to get themselves back in this contest. It's also a big 30 minutes for Galway, who will have the wind and want to consolidate their position on top of this game and win a 16th All-Ireland title at under 16 and a first in 7 years. Referee just waiting for all the officials to get themselves off the field to play. Her own officials are back in situ, but some of the Galway backroom team are working their way across the fields to dug out the far side of the field. The ball is thrown in. The second half is underway. Will it be Galway? Will it be Cork? We will find out in the scramble around the middle of the park. And Galway taking possession of the ball. It comes to Eve Kenny. Eve Kenny there will play it down the right hand side of the field in the direction of Lauren Morgan. She's had a great game into the middle of the park for Galway. Lauren Morgan in the 45-metre line looking for support. She's won the free. And it'll be an opportunity for Galway to go for their first score of the second half. The Galway scores in the game so far: Carrie Giblin with 2-1 for them. Roisin Coleman has scored 1-1, 2 points by Amy Kenny. The Cork scores a goal for Leah Melwa and also points for Lauren O'Connor, Alexi Manley-Free and Leah Hannigan. Leah Hannigan's had 2 assists in the game, as had Galway's Eve Kenny. Roisin Coleman to take the free, 47 seconds into the second half. She goes for it. It looks good from our angle. Is it good from the umpire's angle? I think it is. They go for the white flag. The ball has gone over the bar. And it's now Galway 3-5, Cork 1-3. And play will restart, but the Cork goalkeeper, Ciara Hines. Cork will just look for a score at the start of the half just to get them settled. They'll know there's plenty of time to come in and save this game. Many a great Cork team have sorted situations like this out. Emily Rabbit, another who stood out in the game, with the ball, gives it back to a teammate. That teammate is the number 2. Her name is Saoirse Coonan. Down towards Amy Kenny. Amy Kenny has support from her namesake Eve, but Amy's going to send it down towards Kate O'Sullivan. And Kate gets away from Kate O'Sullivan and the fullback, who's now Aisling Coleman for Cork. Ciara Hines wins the ball for Cork and sends it out the far side of the field towards Ciara Hayes. And Ciara Hayes is on the move now for Cork. Her team 8 in arrears. Can they create a one-on-one situation? The one-on-ones that Leah Melwa likes. And that ball's come inside for Leah Melwa. Leah Melwa on the run for Cork. Leah Melwa gets within range. And a shot. A goal! A goal for Cork! And Leah Melwa puts the ball to the back of the net. Her second goal of the game. Who said Cork were out of this game yet? They're right back in it. And it's Cork 2-3. It is Galway 3-5. What a start to the second period of this game. And Galway will have to regroup again. Eva Murray, the goalkeeper, to restart the action, and she'll send it down the fields, out the far side. It's going to be a Cork ball, and now can Cork add a point to the goal? But Leah Melwa gets inside the defence, goes in the run, buries into the back of the net. What a game of camogie we're having, but Cork have given the ball away. Sinead Feeney across to Eve Kenny. Eve Kenny sending it down in towards the attack. Roisin Coleman with possession. Kate O'Sullivan causing problems for Cork every time she has the ball. Kate O'Sullivan has the ball. Kate O'Sullivan, the player outside. She might go herself. She's been pulled and dragged. She's gone down. I think this might be a free in rather than a penalty. She worked in as close as she could. We'll see what the decision the referee Liz Dempsey makes, consulting with her officials. I think she's given the penalty. She's going into the middle anyway. We're going to see it back here now. Kate O'Sullivan moving inside. It depends on when it was blown. It looks like we're having a penalty. There's only one person there. She was taken down in the square, but was she in the square beforehand?
Substitution on the Cork team. Number 27, Leah Ryan, replaces number 10, Stephanie Dwyer.
So a change there for Cork, as you heard Stephanie Dwyer going off and Leah Ryan on. But no, it's just a free. We weren't too sure ourselves, but the referee had to hand over the advantage before Kate O'Sullivan got inside the square. Just to explain to Galway supporters, and I'd like to say a big shout out to Anne Carney, who's watching our coverage here on the Camogie Association YouTube channel in association with Entry. Anne Carney, a great ambassador for Galway Camogie, just can't make it here today, but no doubt she'll be back cheering them on again soon. Roisin Coleman puts the free over the bar for Galway. And 6 between them again. 3-6 to Galway, 2-3 to Cork. We also say hello to Cathal Scarry, mowing the lawn in Laois, enjoying the match between Galway and Cork. Ciara Hines, long ball out the field. Amy Kenny got a touch, but it's Sinead Feeney that takes possession. The pass for Cara Giblin. Cara Giblin gets within range, goes for the shot, and Cara Giblin puts the ball over the bar. And Galway hit 2 in a row. It's 3-7 to 2-3, favouring Galway. 2 quick scores, nearly cancelling out the Cork goal. Ciara Hines, long ball down towards the middle. The sun in the eyes is going to be difficult for both when they come out from the right. Cork just need to get the ball. The sun will be at their backs. The wind will favour Galway, but the sun will favour Cork. Mother Nature playing her part in this All-Ireland final. Eve Kenny reads it well, wins the ball, sends it down the left-hand side of the field. Who'll win the race for this? Kate O'Sullivan, the number 14 for Galway, might win the race. Cork marking tightly to Aisling Coleman. And a battle for possession again. Cork need to bring this ball out. Too many steps, says the referee. Good pressing by Galway. They've won the free.
Please be advised they are working the footpath and they need to move their vehicles. 161 KK 2461, 172G 2475, 182G 1406. Please move your vehicles. They are blocking the footpath, as being told.
Well, we can safely assure you that none of those are my car. I don't think they're David's car either, so we'll continue the commentary here on the Camogie Association YouTube page. It's Roisin Coleman takes the free for Galway. It's going to go across the goal. Is it good? No, it's not on the occasion. And the ball goes out to the right and wide as a few birds and seagulls blow low. I'm not too sure if they're seagulls, but then again, we have the Three Sisters, the rivers nearby. The ball goes out the field by Cork, and it's won by Orla Troy. Orla Troy with possession. Tries to move it outside the Cork 65-metre line. Cork just making those few mistakes. Pass overhit to Ciara Hayes, and the pressure by Galway wins the free back, and Galway will get an opportunity again from their own 65-metre line. Cork just need to settle down. There's still plenty of time to save this game. There's 7 points between them, but there's still 24 minutes to go. It's Galway 3-7. It's Cork 2-3. A Galway player receiving attention the far side of the field. We're going to have a hold up and play. Galway have made no substitutions yet. Chance to take a quick drink. So if you're just joining us here, Galway 3-7, Cork 2-3, Liam Elwa with a goal. Getting Cork back in the game, but Galway hit back with 2 points.
172G 2475, 182G 1406. Thank you.
So was Amy Kenny, the player that's down, but she's okay, good to go again. Second time Amy's been in the wars in this match. Eve Kenny will take the free for Galway. Send it down in towards the attack, looking for Ciara Mullins. Cork get the bodies back. They need to get the bodies back. They can't afford to concede any more goals, you would feel. But Sinead Feeney read the break, stayed outside, gives the pass to Lauren Morgan. Lauren Morgan has been causing problems there on the 45-metre line, and she always has Ciara Mullins nearby and sends the ball down towards the corner for Ciara Mullins. Ciara Mullins being marked by the Cork number 17, Robin O'Mahony. Ciara Mullins for Galway takes possession, sends the ball across. There seems to be extra maroon players on the field. Sinead Feeney with the shot, and Sinead Feeney floats the ball over the bar for Galway. And it's now 3-8 to Galway, 2-3 to Cork. Galway have cancelled out the Cork goal with 3 points in a row, the latest coming from Sinead Feeney, restoring the 8-point advantage that they enjoyed after 55 seconds of the second half. And it's Eve Kenny again with the ball, sending it down towards Ciara Mullins. Ciara Mullins on the move, gets inside Robin O'Mahony. She goes on the run here now for Galway. Ciara Mullins thought about the shot. She continues going there, turns to the right. She'll go for the shot, puts the ball over the bar. Ciara Mullins with another score, and Galway are gone 9 in front in this game. It's 3-9 to Galway, 2-3 to Cork. 9 minutes gone in the second half. The referee has put the hand out during the run by Ciara Mullins, having a word with Robin O'Mahony. So I think we're going to have a yellow card here in this game for the Cork number 17. First card we've seen over the course of the 2 games we've enjoyed here in Nolan Park in Kilkenny this afternoon. If you missed it earlier on, Waterford beat Offaly by 3-11 to 10 points in the under-16 A Shield final. Orla Troy is not thinking about that now. She's thinking about trying to get Cork back into the game. Send it down the direction of Cleena Hart, but Galway getting the bodies in again. And looks like Ava Burke, the centre back for Galway, is the player that took it on that occasion. There's a twist and turn. But there was a high challenge in there, so Cork win the free. There'll be a chance for Cork now in Orla Troy. Member of the St. Mary's charitable team that reached the All-Ireland final at Junior B. They lost to Portumna Community School. Eve Kenny would have been playing on the opposition for Galway. Galway win the ball. Too many steps given against Emily Rabbit. Cork will get their chance here now for a free, and again just to get a score. They got the goal from Leah Melwa 8 minutes ago. No doubt the instructions here for Lexi Manley. Just put this over the bar. There's plenty of time. Galway have a few players dancing on the line, but Lexi Manley just focuses on putting the ball over the bar. Cork get their score. 10 minutes gone in the second half. It's Cork 2-4. It's Galway 3-9. Cork are lining up a couple of substitutions. So a few more changes. That'll be 5 used by then. I think we're going to have them now, are we? We'll just see there's the referee is looking over. Has she given the go-ahead for them to happen yet? So Cork are emptying their hand here. And 2 changes for them. We can tell you the first one now is Rachel Morrison on for Ciara Roach. No, I can tell you Lexi Manley's gone off the field to play. So a bit of confusion here. So we can tell you anyway that it's Rachel Morrison is on for Lexi Manley. Ciara Roach is still in the field to play for Cork. The other substitution hasn't taken place yet. That'll be Mae Fitzgerald when she is brought on. Galway still yet to show a substitution. They're happy with how things are going here in the fields. Nearly 11 minutes gone in the second half. Galway 3-9. Cork 2-4. Cork trying to bring the ball out of defence through Madeline Keane. Gives it back to Robin O'Mahony. And Robin O'Mahony will send it down towards the middle of the park. Referee spots a foul against the Galway number 6, Ava Burke. Cork will get a chance, and it's going to be Orla Troy to take the free. Send it across the field. Leah Melba will come out to meet this. Will she go on one of those trademark runs? She's thinking about it. Decides to give it across towards Sarah Kelleher. Sarah Kelleher looking for a bit of space. She'll go for a shot at the post. Sarah Kelleher with the point. Good score for Cork. 2 in a row, exactly what they ordered. And it's 2-5 to Cork, 3-9 to Galway. We're waiting to see is this change going to be made by Cork. Not yet, so Eva Murray, the Galway goalkeeper, to restart the action. She's looking for her teammates to give her an option. Drives the ball long. This is the goalkeeper from Sarsfields. Ciara Roach. Getting the touch there, but it's lost out to Cara Giblin. And Cara Giblin on the move again. Drops a dangerous ball inside. Cork need to be careful. The goalkeeper has dropped it. Kate O'Sullivan is there, so is Ciara Mullins. Cork is the village. Ciara Mullins at the ball. Goal! A goal for Galway. And Ciara Mullins puts the ball into the back of the net. The long dropping ball by Cara Giblin caused consternation when the first touch wasn't won by the Cork goalkeeper. Kate O'Sullivan was there as well. But as you can see, or you'll see in a moment, Ciara Mullins taking the possession and rifles the ball into the back of the net. So we can just tell you in the middle of all that Mae Fitzgerald is on the field of play. She replaces Lauren O'Connor. That's Cork's 5th substitution, but Galway have their 4th goal. It's Galway 4-9, Cork 2-5. Are we having another change? So it's another change for Cork. So coming off now is Ciara Hayes, and she's going to be replaced by Sophie Gunn.
Number 26, Sophie Gunn, replaces number 7, Ciara Hayes.
So when we start the action with Ciara Hines, what can Cork do as we approach the 3-quarter mark? They trailed this game by 10 points. Galway on the verge of wrapping this up with a quarter of the match to go. Amy Kenny sends the ball across. Orla Troy has worked hard for Cork in this game. She wins the ball in the 65-metre line. Moves forward. Runs into a Galway defender but kept her composure. Found a teammate and Cork are on the move through. This is good play by Keena Hart. But Emily Rabbit getting the touch in there. Becklin takes possession. There was a Cork stick in the way of that pass. Eve Kenny out as far as Ciara Roach, the Cork centre back, on the move, trying to get Liam Elwa on the game. A great battle herself and Lynn Hartigan have had in this match. Lynn Hartigan, they're trying to win this, but the Cork number 15 is very difficult to control. Katie Lean for Galway with possession. 2 passes there. It's with Eve Kenny. Eve Kenny sends it out the field. Goes out over the line, and it's going to be a Cork ball, or Galway ball, sorry. No, a Cork ball. Excitement getting to us here in the commentary box as we come up to the 3-quarter mark. Cork with possession. Tina Hart trying to find a way inside. Galway making it difficult. They know the job is not done yet. Cork know another big score and they're right back in this contest. We're inside the final quarter of the game. The ball breaks out kindly from Mae Fitzgerald. Mae Fitzgerald wiggles away inside. Has opportunities here. Has options. She'll go and have a goal for Cork. Mae Fitzgerald, what a goal that was. And that will definitely be on the highlight reel. She took the ball. She had options. She had opportunity. She said, I can do it. Went inside, rattles the roof of the net, and Cork get the goal that they needed. And they're right back in the contest. It's Cork 3-5. It's Galway 4-9. The last time Cork got a goal, Galway hit back with 3 points in a row. What can they do here? The ball goes out the far side of the field. And it's going to be a Galway ball. Well, plenty of twists and turns in this game, but Galway are controlling the scoreboard. Didn't get the contact, and that is going to be a Cork ball. Galway just need to keep their concentration, because even another Cork point, and all of a sudden it's back to a 6-point ball game. Orla Troy with urgency ran across to take this ball. Gives it to the number 26, Sophie Gunn. Cork have made their 6 substitutions. I can see a Galway sub warming up. That'll be Schiefer Barry. She's not coming on just yet. She got a point in the semi-final against Tipperary. Cork eager to get the ball down the other end of the field. Ball across in the direction of Madeleine Kane. Lauren Morgan nearly got it, but Cork had possession. Mae Fitzgerald full of confidence after that goal. Plays the pass. The subs are combining well for Cork. This is Leah Ryan. Leah Ryan has players to the right. Just ran one step too many. Saoirse Coonahan with an interception for Galway. Not clear just yet. The ball was picked off the ground. Cork have a free. It'll be interesting to see what decision they make here. More than likely to just pop this over the bar. Lexi Manley, their free taker, has gone off. So this free is going to be taken by Liam Elwa, I think. So Liam Elwa just popped it over the bar. Cork have their free and they're back to a 6-point ball game. It's Cork 3-6, Galway 4-9. Supporters from both teams really engaged in this game, especially the Cork supporters now. They know their team is back in this contest. Eva Murray, long ball down the field. Cork are growing in confidence, but they know they need another score. They don't want to let Galway get to 7 again. The ball goes out over the line. It's going to be a Galway ball. Amy Kenny will get ready to take this. Schiefer Barry will be coming on the field to play. If not now, after the next play. So Amy Kenny with the sideline cut. Down towards Lauren Morgan. Madeleine Keane gets in there for Cork, but Ciara Mullins tries to win it. Orla Troy has had a great second half for Cork. Wins the ball. Passes it forward. Couple of players collide. The referee just saying settle down, everyone.
Substitution of the double team.
And that gives Shiva Barry a chance to come on.
Replaces number 13, Roisin Coleman.
So Shiva Barry for Roisin Coleman. Roisin Coleman scored a goal in this game, the Ormore Mary player. Has represented Galway since under 14 level and will represent Galway again, no doubt, as under 17. She's played her part. 1-3 in this game in total. 1-3 she got in the semi-final. Madeline Keane for Cork, trying to inspire a Rebelette comeback. But Ava Burke not going to make it easy, but Cork are getting the bodies in. However, Katie Lean read it well, gives the pass to Eve Kenny. And Eve Kenny sent it down towards the attack. That's a great first take by Kate O'Sullivan. And Kate O'Sullivan, now can she turn inside? She was frustrated there. The wide signals. No fouls as the referee. Well, in fairness to the officials in this game, they've let these players hurl. It's led to an entertaining contest as we enter the final 10 minutes. 6 points between the teams. The next score is crucial. A Galway point. Amy Kenny might go for this here for Galway. Goes for the point. Puts it over the bar. Amy Kenny, I was just going to say, a Galway point could well put them back in complete control, but a Cork goal can make it very, very interesting in the final moments. That's Amy Kenny's third point in the game. Another Galway change getting ready. Grace Bergen, who started the semi-final from the Kinfarra club, will be on shortly. Ciara Hines, long ball down towards the 65-metre line. And on the move now is Leah Hannigan. Leah Hannigan sending the ball inside towards the attack. This is the moment Cork can be waiting for. Leah Melwa chasing the ball. She's two Galway defenders. Emily Rabbit back there as well. Eve Kenny. Long ball down towards the attack. That's just going to carry too far on that occasion. Goes out wide. But Galway won't mind. The change has been made. Lauren Morgan coming off. So Lauren Morgan has done her piece for Galway. Grace Bergen on the field of play. Galway 4-10, Cork 3-6. If you told someone that Cork would get 15 points, they would have thought it'd be enough to win this game. Of course, we forgot Galway past the 100-point mark about 4 points ago. Cork are on the move here down the field of play. A big moment here for Cork. They need to score to get something out of it at least. The attempted pass to Mae Fitzgerald didn't materialise, and the Galway defence are stepping up again. Ava Burke offloads the ball towards Katie Lean, and this is Cara Giblin. And Cara Giblin will send a long ball down towards the attack. Ciara Roach with possession. 3 passes later, it's with Madeline Kane. Madeline Kane for Cork. Down towards the opposing 45-metre line. Looking for Cliona Hart. Cliona Hart. Mae Fitzgerald. She got the last goal. She's won the free. Will she get the advantage? She's been allowed to keep going. High challenge came in there. We're going to go back for the free. I wonder if it'll be the first or the second one. The referee is taking the book out. She might be speaking to a Galway defender. 7 minutes to go. Galway 4-10, Cork 3-6. Galway emptying their bench. Aoife Murray from Montbellion Mylock will be coming on shortly. Looks like is it Ava Burke is getting the yellow card for Galway, the number 6. Cork are making another change as well. So we'll have 2 substitutions, but first we'll watch this free. Orla Troy taking the free for Cork. As she put it over the bar, it's back to a 6-point ball game. There's still time for Cork. 24 minutes gone. Cork 3-7, Galway 4-10. Cork are making a change. Cliona Hart is coming off, replaced by Amber Bishop. Amber Bishop started the semi-final victory against Kilkenny. Student of Sacred Heart in Clonakilty. And Ava Burke is going off for Galway, replaced by Aoife Murray. So the two players that started this game marking each other are being taken off by their respective managements. 6 points between the teams. Cork, you would feel, will need another goal. Eva Murray, the goalkeeper for Galway, sends it out towards the middle of the park. Cork have won the ball. Orla Troy wins the ball. Goes out over the line. Supporters pucking every ball with their team. Short pass. Orla Troy to Sophie Gunn. Sophie Gunn down towards Liam Melba. Liam Melba wants her hat-trick. She wants Cork to get another goal. She doesn't care who scores it. Comes inside. The Galway defence need to be careful. It's like everybody stood off the ball, but it's picked off the ground. And it's going to be a free in for Cork. 5 minutes to go. And you just feel there's one more big moment in this game. But will it be for Cork or will it be for Galway? Orla Troy with the free. Goes across, it's gone over the bar. It's a 5-point ball game. Orla Troy with the score for Cork. And it's out Cork 3-8, Galway 4-10. So I know discussions will be taking place about player of the match. We'll have to wait another couple of moments because Cork are back in this contest. Galway win the free. So an opportunity here now. We'll watch the free here first now. 4 minutes to go. And Eve Kenny sends it down towards the goal. And it's gone out for a 45. So Galway will get another opportunity. You can hear the Cork supporters there. They won't give up on their team. So Eve Kenny with the free. The 45, I should say. Makes it 4-11 to 3-8. We'll just see how the next play goes first here now. Galway in front by 6 points, but if Cork get a goal, it'll get very, very interesting. Leah Hannigan. Send it down towards the attack. Becklin trying to get the touch there for Galway, but Mae Fitzgerald has it for Cork. Is this the moment Cork can be looking for? The Galway defence would not make it easy. Aoife Murray is there, the number 17. Just the moment now for Galway to wrap this up. Sinead Feeney sends it out the field, but Cork again stepping up. Down towards the attack to Liam Elba. If there's a player that can save this for Cork, it's her. Galway staying as tight as they're legally allowed to. And they got it right in that occasion. Sinead Feeney has also worked hard for Galway. She has the ball inside the 45-metre line. Eve Kenny, what a performance she's had. Sends it down in towards the attack to Kate O'Sullivan. You can talk about many players in both teams, the performances they've had. The Cork defence are working hard. Faye Ronan trying to get it away. 2 minutes of normal time remaining. And it's won by Ciara Roach. Cork on the move again. Ciara Roach sends it forward. The clock continues ticking away. Galway win the free. So an opportunity here for Galway.
Substitution on the Galway team, number 20, Rita Sestak replaces number 8, Eve Kenny.
So a substitution there for Galway, and number 20, Rhea Sistak, one of the joint captains, comes on the field. And we'll keep an eye now and see how much at a time is going to be played. A chance here for Cara Giblin, a shot, a goal, has it gone in? It's a goal, it's a hat-trick. Cara Giblin, Galway's number 12, gets her hat-trick. Unfortunate for the Galway goalkeeper, or for the Cork goalkeeper I should say. But Cara Giblin has got the hat-trick for Galway, and it's Galway 5-11, Cork 3-8. There's so much going on there, we didn't get a chance to look back at it myself. Hope you got to see it there at home. What a performance there, Cara Giblin, what a game she has had. And here we go here again, Cara Giblin taking the ball, she was thinking about it. She had 2 goals already, went for the shot, the keeper got the touch, but it did go off the net. And the umpires were very quick to give the goal. And Galway are going to be crowned All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie champions for the first time in 7 years. Well, it was 3-2 for Cara Giblin in this game.
We remind all patrons to stay off the field of play at the end of the full time. Please stay off the field of play at the end of this game.
So it's Orla Troy with the free. Sends it down. Galway's defence step up. Emily Rabbit, another player that's impressed in this game. Katie Lean. Katie Lean sends it down the field. The referee spotted a foul. I think it was a late foul there as Cork are making another change. Well, Sarah Galvin is coming on the field to play anyway, so it's 14 Leah Hannigan. We'll just move on. Cork have played their part in a cracking contest. 2 minutes of added time were announced. We played over a minute of that. I imagine we get a bit more time. Going back for the Galway free, and Saoirse Coonahan will send the ball down towards the attack. Orla Troy. When we look at the Cork performers, we'll be talking about Orla Troy. We'll be talking about Liam Elba. We'll wait for the officials to announce the player of the match. There was plenty of debate among many contenders. Galway 5-11, that's 26 points against Cork's 3-8, which is 17. Their 3 joint captains will lift the trophy. Rhea Sistak, the number 20, is one of them. She has the ball on the 20-metre line. Aisling Coleman not making it easy for the Galway attack. They don't want to concede any more goals. Certainly, it wouldn't have been that many people's bingo cards that Cork would concede 5 goals today. Indeed, Galway didn't score any more than 2 goals in any of their championship matches, despite being 6 wins out of 6. We expected plenty of points. We got plenty of goals instead. And the referee has blown the final whistle. It's all over. And Galway are the All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie champions for 2025. I was just saying it was a game of goals, but 2-2 unanswered in the second quarter by Cara Giblin and Roisin Coleman was the difference between the teams, and Galway led by 3-4 to 1-3 at half time. Leah Melwa gave Cork a lifeline with her second goal of the game 2 minutes into the second period, but Galway hit back with 4 points unanswered. That being said, Cork would not lie down. Maeve Fitzgerald got their third goal, but beforehand Ciara Mullins had struck a fourth for Galway, and it was 4-10 to 3-8 with 4 minutes remaining. Eve Kelly, another player of the match contender, got a 45, but you heard the announcement of the player of the match as the hat-trick hero, Cara Giblin from Ardran, who completed her hat-trick, got Galway's 5th goal, and Galway are the champions for the 16th time. It's third time lucky for the Tribes girls. Cork played their part in a cracking contest. Who would have thought goals will be such a big factor in this particular contest? But it's Galway who are celebrating. They have won a first title since 2018, a 16th overall, and their 3 joint captains, Sinead Feeney, Amy Kenny and Rhea Sistak, will pick up the trophy very, very shortly. Again, we hope you enjoyed our coverage here on the Camogie Association YouTube page. It is association with entry. We are not finished yet because we've the presentation for Galway coming up, and we will hear from the winning manager Brian Griffin. But it's Galway who are celebrating, but many of these Cork players will be talking about for years to come. They played their part in a cracking contest, but Galway prevailed. The final score here in UPMC Nolan Park in the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie Final. Galway the winners. It finished Galway 5-11, Cork 3-8.
Okay, I'm not going to keep everybody that long, but I just firstly would like to thank Liz and her officials for doing an excellent job on the game, and also to volunteers and the staff here at Nolan Park. The facilities are absolutely amazing and they're an absolute credit to you. To Cork, the fairness girls, you never gave up, even with your heads up high. You've had a fantastic season, and I wish you the very, very best of luck going forward to next year, and I've no doubt you'll be back again. To Galway, in fairness girls, absolutely outstanding behaviour after having at the Under-16 Championship, and I wish you the very, very, very best of luck going forward. No doubt that you will be here again at senior level and before it. So I just wanted to call upon the joint captains here. We have Sinead Feeney and we have Amy Kenny, and I'd just like to call upon the two girls to accept the trophy.
Thank you very much and welcome back here to UPMC Nolan Park and the final moment of what a day it's been. Of course, victory for Waterford earlier on and now Galway, All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie champions for the first time in 7 years. Delighted to be joined by the Galway manager Brian Griffin. And first things first, Brian, congratulations.
Thanks a million, Darren. It was some game. Jesus, we were up, we were in control and Cork could come back down the field and get another goal. Your heart to be in your mouth. But it was a brilliant game. It was a brilliant advertisement for Camogie across the board. Anyone that was here, I'm sure they enjoyed it thoroughly. I
think anybody who watches the stream would as well. Just before we talk about your own team, let's give a shout out to Cork. You were just shaking hands with some of the Cork management there as well. They kept Galway honest in this game until probably Cara Giblin's last goal.
Yeah, look at we got a good start. They came down the field, got a goal straight back, and was nip and tuck then at coming up maybe 20 minutes into the first half. Cara Giblin, you know what she like, she came alive. She stuck a couple of goals there. Kate Sullivan assisted her, and that probably gave us a cushion at half time. I thought, look, with the breeze, we're in a good place, and fairness to Cork, we came out, I think we got another goal and they came down the field and got another two. It was just end-to-end stuff. I tell you now, it keep you on your toes in the sideline, that's for sure, Darren.
Yeah, because I was even saying to you off air there, one thing I didn't have was a bunch of goals in this game because two established counties, two great teams. It was 1-9 to 1-7 when you met in the opening round of the group stages. He never scored more than 2 goals in a match. They never scored more than 3. Yeah, we didn't make goal thriller.
Look at so many attacks there, but look at there's some quality players there, Darren, on the Galway side and Cork as well. But for ourselves, you look at Cara Giblin, Kate Sullivan, Ciara Mullins inside. They're brilliant young players, you know what I mean, the amount of talent they have. So look at today, we got the scores. We probably created them in a lot of the games, we just didn't take them, but today we did. You know, the goals count, goals win matches.
You were against the breeze, you won the toss, you opted to go against it. As you mentioned there, Cara Giblin got the goal there, and of course it was the work rate of her 2 goals, especially in the first half, that were the key thing. Roisin Coleman also getting a goal, Kate O'Sullivan doing great work there as well, but Cork had hit back with a goal, and the opening quarter there was a lot to and fro.
Oh yeah, look, it was up and down the pitch. I was looking at the scoreboard after about 15 minutes. We were a pint down and we were saying, look, if we go in at half time close here, we'll be happy enough, you know what I mean, a pint or two and it wouldn't be bad. But then look at Cara gets the ball out here on this wing and she waltzes through, how many tackles, bats it to the net, then the same second goal. Like, they weren't easy goals, they took a lot of work, a lot of skill and a lot of, you know, side steps to do it. So fair play to her. She's only, as I said to you before, she's still 14, you know what I mean. I think she's 15 in October, so look at the world's an oyster for that girl.
It is indeed. Of course, she's going to go in the semi-final, the hat-trick here today as well. Before we talk about the second half, we can't go through all the players, like, you know, and there's so many for both teams out there as well. I want to mention one or two. I thought in the middle of the park, like Eve Kenny really excelled too. You could add in Amy Kenny as well, Sinead Feeney, but Eve Kenny as well just put in a great performance. And Emily Rabbit in defence, I felt, read the game very, very well.
Yeah, she's done that sweeper role very well in the last couple of matches. We've come up against Tipperary the last day, the same thing in Cork here today. She's really reads it well, she's quick, she covers ground really fast as well, you know, and she's composed in the ball, so it suited her, you know. As for Eve Kenny midfield, like, she's been off. That interview, Darren.
that went out live to the world there as well, but that's what it's all about as well, because having fun, enjoying it, because at the end of the day, and we'll finish talking about the match before we wrap up, these young players, some of them won't play for Galway again, some of them will definitely play for Galway again, but it's the experiences, the memories, whether they won the All-Ireland or not, is what this is all about.
Yeah, look, we were just talking there last week about the last week together, and you know, even though we've won it, you know, you're going to miss training Tuesday night, miss all the girls around, having the crack with them, and this has been a brilliant journey. They're brilliant kids, you know, we've had some fabulous times. The victories, okay, but it's the memories, Darren, as you say. The journey is really what it's all about, and you know, we'll take the victory obviously, but look at the memories for life for those girls, and hopefully they stay at it now.
Yeah, no, I hope to see many of them there as well. Let's go back to the match very, very quickly before I will let you go, I promise, because as you mentioned there, 2-2 unanswered, controlled the scoreboard at half time. You had the win in the second half. Of course, it's Cork. Leah Melwa again, what a game she had there, turned inside, got a goal, and all of a sudden this game was back on.
Oh yeah, look, we came out and we got a free, took the first score, and I thought, yeah, we're okay now. And Cork goes straight down the pitch, back of the net, you know, they turn it around 2 points. And like, you're thinking, oh, here we go again, we're down to 6 points at one stage, you know. And Cork being Cork, They have great self-belief in that county, and they stayed coming at us. But I just thought overall we were probably the better team, Darren, to be honest. And look, they've gone through the season unbeaten, and it's a fair reflection on them,
Yeah, 7 wins from 7, but of course your composure, you mentioned a couple of moments before the girls came over to join us as well. You hit back that goal with 4 points unanswered. Now Cork got another great goal from Maeve Fitzgerald after Ciara Mullins. We want to give her a mention as well, because she read that dropping ball from Carrie Giblin in very well to get the goal. But even they were up looking and talking to us about player of the match, and we were saying this game is not over yet. 4-11 to 3-8, the closing stages. A goal was going to be massive. Thankfully for Galway, it came your way.
Oh, it came our way. Look, if they got another goal, we were just staying there. We were in trouble, because defensively we were getting tired, the girls in midfield. And I was talking about Eve Kenny, but she's been injured for the last 3 weeks. She hasn't trained, and in fairness, she was out on her feet. But look at what a performance for her. She's the ultimate warrior, Eve. She never gives up.
Brian, a couple of questions and I'll let you go. Of course, you've done work as development officer as well as being chairperson of Galway Camogie, and we just already touched on that about bringing these players through. But for Galway, our county, after the heartbreak for the class of 2023, they lost to Cork by a point. To the class of 2024, they lost to Limerick by a point last year. What does this mean for Galway underage camogie? I know there's development. The Bees are playing Cork tomorrow in Fermoy. There's development finals across various different grades as well. But this is a big All-Ireland final for Galway to win.
Oh, it's huge. Look, we have a load of under-15s down today playing Wexford, and I was just saying to them over there, you're next now, and it's huge. They have someone to look up to now. They have role models there, and they see what it takes to win in All-Ireland, and it's important. As you said, Darren, is it 7 or 8 years since we won in under-16? 7 years, a long time for a county like Galway, so we needed that today, you know what I mean? I'd come down here and lose 3 in a row would be tough going, and I was there with Johnny Kane. Johnny did a great job, and we were beaten here by a point by Cork, and then last year Sharon Glynn did a brilliant job and had the same experience. It's not nice, So today, I don't know if it makes up anything for those players, but I think it gives Galway underage camogie a real boost going forward, Darren.
And with those the players here we'll be talking about, even as you mentioned, that 4 in a row team, Carrie Dolan, Siobhan McGrath, Niamh Horan and Anya Kane. I stand to be corrected. I think I got them right. Brian, before I let you go, if you want to look up at that camera there as well, because there'll be plenty of Galway people at home that couldn't make it today or around the world. What's the game plan for tonight, because the All-Ireland champions are coming home to Galway?
They're coming home to Galway. We'll be back crossing the bridge in Portumla in the next couple of hours, so if everyone could get out and meet us, it'd be brilliant, Darren. It really would. I think we're stopping for something to eat in Portumla, probably stopping Bird just to break the journey up, but we will walk across the Shannon with that cup, so it'll be brilliant, Darren.
Well, Portumla's the place to be. Keep an eye on Galway Camogie's social media for more details. Brian Griffin, congratulations that you celebrate with your team.
Thank you very much, Darren. I appreciate it.
That's Brian Griffin, the Galway Under-16 Camogie manager, and they are the All-Ireland champions after beating Cork at the end by 5-11 to 3-8. What a day of camogie we had, not just here in UPMC Nolan Park, but also in Coralstown, Kenny-Gad. Here, Waterford beat Offaly 3-11 to 10 points in the Under-16 A Shield final, and Galway have beaten Cork by 5-11 to 3-8 in the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie final. We hope you enjoyed our coverage wherever in the world you were. Our thanks to David O'Shea, our cameraman and producer from Entry. I was Darren Kelly, giving you all the action here in this contest. We'll be back with more live camogie on the Camogie Association YouTube page over the next couple of weeks. Of course, the All-Ireland Senior Championship begins in just 3 weeks' time. But for today, whether you're from Waterford or whether you're from Galway, the celebrations have begun, and deservedly so. 2 great games of camogie, 4 great counties involved, and the results from our final game here, the Eir All-Ireland Under-16 A Camogie final. Galway are the champions for the 16th time. They are the Under-16 champions. It finished Galway 5-11, Cork 3-8.